What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to SpawnCast. Evan, what episode are we on right now?
Episode 111.
Episode 111. Gonna have a lot of fun tonight because we're gonna talk about a couple of things, including Mario Maker 2, and that's basically what we brought Bob on for. Although I'm sure he can weigh in on a lot of the other stuff as well. Well, Bob is like, dude, he's serious about Mario Maker, man. He's not messing around here. All right. He even tried to put the little Mario Maker hat on during the last Nintendo Direct, and they started with it and messed his whole stream up.
Yes,
so
I was not expecting that.
So thanks, Bob. How are you doing tonight?
I'm wonderful.
This
has been a good week.
Yes. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. I was picturing you were like probably freaking out with that Direct with Mario Maker 2. I don't know if you went back through it like 50 times and caught a lot of stuff, but maybe you can explain some stuff to us.
Oh, I sure can.
All right. Good. And then we got Max Dreamcast guy with us. Going on, Max?
Good. It's been a good week for releases. Man, I've been gaming non-freaking stop.
Yeah, you got a chance to play Team Sonic Racing.
Yeah, Team Sonic Racing, Castlevania, and Rage 2. It has been intense.
So you can tell us all about Team Sonic Racing. That's out this week coming up. So
yes,
I'm curious about that one. We got Evan, of course. What's going on, Evan?
Busy as always.
Jordan. What's going on, Jordan?
Busy as always.
Busy as always. You started a new series, so yes, you are quite busy.
A whole new channel.
All right.
Whoa. And a new series within the channel.
A new series
within the channel. Yeah, you're not wrong.
We got Nate. What's going on, Nate?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yep. What an entrance.
All right, you're gonna with no camera. That's the context of that is concerning. But let's go player essence. So what's going on, OJ?
Just want to let you guys all know that I'm here to take the load off your shoulders. All right.
What? Yeah, I can tell you just did your shrugs. It's cool, bro.
No, that was a Final Fantasy. I'm here to take the load off your shoulders.
I like it. I want to talk to you about that at some point, by the way.
Yeah, no problem.
And then Sean, what's going on, man?
Yo, I was sick this morning. It sucked.
You were sick this morning?
Yeah, man. Like, I had my morning cigarette. I'm standing outside on the back porch. I'm like, man, something don't feel right. I went to the bathroom. I was like, maybe I just got to drop a deuce or something. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, nah, man. And, like, I just threw up in the toilet, and I was like, what the fuck? And so I went back to sleep, and then, like, I slept for, like, 2 more hours, and I woke up. I've been fine ever since. I went grocery shopping, did some stuff around the house.
So your week's been good too, right?
Yeah, not bad.
Sean, sweetie, I think you're getting the temperature.
Man, I don't know. It was just I ate dinner last night at like 10 o'clock, and it was actually breakfast at 10 o'clock, and the bacon seemed a little suspect. I'm not going to blame it necessarily on the bacon.
Blame it on the bacon
because it could have been, I had
damn Walgreens.
No. I got it delivered.
I got just bacon. Just the bacon. Was
bring me a bag of bacon
delivered.
No, I got 2 pancakes, 2 eggs scrambled with cheese, 2 strips of bacon, and a side of toast, and a Hi-C orange with no ice.
Where did you get it from?
There's a diner that is open till like midnight. It's like right down the road, and Uber Eats. I just order it from there, and it's fucking delicious. But the bacon seemed a little bit suspect.
It could have been the cheese.
Hey Jay said that he had some suspect bacon too.
Yeah, I mean, you never know, man. You see all them fucking food recalls and stuff all the time. It's very sketchy. But yeah, I'm good now. Like I said, like I've been doing shit all day. I went grocery shopping, ate food, and everything's fine.
Okay. I noticed you got a new basketball hoop.
I did. I'm actually doing a video on just the arcade portion because it's changed a lot since I did my game room tour when I first moved in here. So I'm working on a video tonight about that. That'll be up tomorrow.
Okay. Very cool. Yeah, the basketball hoop's it's pretty nice. An arcade one. I like that.
Yeah, it's legit. Like it talks to you, it plays music, and it keeps all your high scores and stuff. It's legit. It's legit.
Nice.
Very nice.
Kobe!
Do you yell that at home when you're by yourself? Is that do you?
I do.
Okay.
That's when he brings the Tinder dates over.
Yeah, girl. Hey, girl, I'm gonna hit the sweet 3, and those panties are coming off. Kobe.
I have to imagine, Sean, if you get girls off of Tinder, you show them that room and you just say,
This is my playroom.
Yeah.
You just open it
They're
up.
like, no, dude,
Unusual appetites.
I show it to them and they're like, "Oh, where is that? That looks fun." I'm like, "It's my master bedroom," and they're like, "Okay, no, it's not." I'm like, "No, it really is. Why don't you come over and see it?"
You can play with my balls.
oh,
Oh my
man.
gosh, nice. This is great.
So, so what's everyone been playing this week? Why don't we start with that? What's everyone been up to?
Did anybody else get Sonic Racing?
I got it, but I've been very far behind, so I didn't have a chance to play it yet. I got it on the PS4, and it's just kind of sitting there, and I don't know.
Is
Is it because it's on the PS4, Sean?
It doesn't really help the situation.
Yeah, which is fair. It's fair. It's really different. I think when you play it, you're gonna get a big kick out of it. It feels really different. Like the team mechanic is genuinely a giant game changer. Basically, the main mechanic is that it feels a lot like Mario Kart. You're drifting around tracks. You're trying to like get ahead of people. You have items which they call spirits for some reason, but they're just item boxes. The big thing, though, is that your teammates can boost off of you, or you can boost off of them, and you can like help each other out. You can trade items with them. So, like, if somebody's way at the front, you can give them like ice blocks, which are basically like banana peels. And if you help your teammates out a lot, you can get super specials that let you like charge ahead. It's cool. I like it.
Okay. Yeah, that's out that's out Tuesday, I believe, the 21st, right? Tuesday, yes, 21st. So that's gonna be good. That's not on everything as well. I think we were talking about Max. It's right now it's like $32 on Amazon.
Yeah, get it at a discount. I mean, it's one of those things where I had a lot of fun with it, but if you can get for $30, hell yeah. I'm glad it's not 60. If it were 60, no. But
are there like mild like RPG progression elements in it where you like build up your characters or anything?
No, not really. So basically, there's these special things. Basically, when you win races and stuff, you get like these like Sonic bucks. I can't remember what they call them. And basically, you can put those into a slot machine that spit out upgrades. But honestly, you get all the upgrades really fast. Like if you're actually trying, you can get like every upgrade in the game in just a couple hours. And then it's basically like the customization in Mario Kart. It's a little bit more acceleration or a little bit more like traction. It doesn't do giant stuff. It's just small stuff.
Okay, because Crash Team Racing, I think is going to be a better game, but that also has elements where you build up your cart and like your characters and everything in it is what's coming out now. So, but that's good.
All the racing games coming back with team in their name.
It works. I will say, I do think already just objectively looking at it, I do think Crash Team Racing will probably be better. But man, I dig Sonic.
Yeah, I think they're both going to be 40. They're both $40 too, I think. So that's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Sonic games haven't really been 60 in a while.
Yeah, that's been a
guess
while. You're right.
It's a good point. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, Sonic Forces was $40 too.
It's dog shit. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Stop it.
It was also $40 too. But yes, you're right, you're right about that. And then Sonic Mania was 30, right? Or 20?
20. Or I think it was 30.
It was 20. It was 20 at launch, digital only, and then the re-release was 30.
Yeah, 30. Okay, so
yeah. I mean, if they do Sonic Adventure 3, I bet you they're going to look for a full 60 on that.
And I'll pay it.
Whoa.
I'll pay it.
I don't know, man. I think they might just price that at 40, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like they might play on
Garden.
people's nostalgia in that name a bit and be like, it's Sonic Adventure 3, though.
I'll just take a Chow Garden game, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, I get Forces. I get that. That's 40.
That was the next big Sonic game, though, from the Sonic team.
It was.
That's right.
Man. They can't. Is Sonic worth $60 anymore?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay. Quick thing, and I've seen people speculating on this. Do you think we're going to get a Sonic the movie, the game?
Oh my gosh.
I hope not.
I hope not.
Why are you bringing that up, man?
If there is, there better be a skin that lets you play as the original look before they go and fix them.
The little fucking nightmare ravel thing, like hello.
I don't meow. They didn't want anything to do with that movie. Remember they were talking about it. They were like, yeah, this isn't us. All right, we're not doing this.
Well, the thing about it is when they were talking about the movie, one of the things that they said, I'm pretty sure I read this somewhere, was that they felt like it was undoing the goodwill of Sonic that they are starting to build up with games like Sonic Mania. So I think they're trying to make Sonic like not suck again. And for the record, Sonic Forces was a solid 6 or 7 game.
What they should have done, what they should do, is regardless of how good or bad, most likely bad, probably bad, this movie's going to be, they should make a game based off the film, but actually make it fantastic.
Well,
so that gets incredible reviews.
Like Ratchet and Clank, where the movie was bad, but the Ratchet and Clank movie game is fantastic.
Exactly. Like that'd be great.
The difference there is that Insomniac can make good Ratchet and Clank games, and Sega hasn't made a good Sonic game in what, 20 years?
In 1 year, Sonic Mania is right there. Don't
Sonic Mania wasn't Sega. That was an indie company who did it out of a passion project. They looked at the Sonic team and said, "We're better than you at your own game."
I knew that this guy Christian Whitehead. I knew he was originally making fan games, but I thought it was still technically in house. Am I wrong? I don't know. I could be wrong.
I think he it was a concept that ended up becoming.
They used resources from Sega, but it was basically this indie company that did it. The one that Christian Whitehead owns.
They bought them. They said, "Hey, Christian, we like what you're doing. Make us a game."
So the same way that Square Enix is doing the indie RPGs now, where it's like we're buying this company to churn these out. It's not really us, but it's sort of us.
Okay. They had their hands on it, but they pretty much let them do whatever they wanted.
Kind of like what EA does with their what was that game that came out?
A Way Out.
Yeah, A Way Out. The crazy guy. I love that
crazy guy.
Unravel and Faye
pretty much the good EA games that have come out lately. That's what they did.
They hired cokeheads. Oh, sorry.
They need to turn it around this year with Skate 4.
Yes, they do. Even though it's gonna. So now there's rumors. Not only is like microtransactions, but I'm hearing people talk about it could be a live service. Which
oh yeah, I bet they don't even call it Skate 4. I bet it's just called like Skate Universe or Skate Ultimate or something.
Spawn,
I'm fine with a live service.
Someone tweeted out Skate with the 4 as the A. It's totally going to be that.
I swear to God, if they do that, Tacky, dude, it's going to be like Fant 4 Stick. It's going to be Skate 4-8.
It's going to be it's going to be Skort.
I don't have a problem with them moving Skate to a live service only because I don't.
Great.
What else do you do with skateboarding games as you go? All you're going to do is upgrade it over and over again.
The online aspects of the other skate games were fantastic. They were a lot of fun. And if you can make it where you still have your standalone missions, but can do it in an open online space, since that's how they want to go with all their games.
That'd be cool. Like if you could go to a skate park virtually and there's a bunch of people there, like just skating around.
Yeah, instead of
probably
just
running into
NPCs.
each other.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Live service in what way? As in like always online?
Probably. I mean, if it's like an online world. I mean, it'd be great if there's an offline mode, but it's EA we're talking about, and I don't trust that they would add that in there.
It's going to be $10 to start, and you get your first deck, and you go along, and every time you break a board, you got to buy a new one.
They're making it. It's a 60. You know they're cashing a full 60 on a skateboard because everyone wants it, and then they're going to riddle it with online microtransactions.
Like a skate MMO, basically, like a massive multiplayer skate game.
Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna go for.
Regardless,
it's risky.
As a big skate fan, I'll take it. Whatever they're gonna give us, whatever crap they're gonna give us with Skate 4, I'll take it. I just need a new skate game.
Really risky,
shit in my mouth.
Just please shit in my mouth. I'll pay for it this time.
That's really risky to do that because skateboarding isn't anywhere near as popular as it was like in the Tony Hawk heyday, you know. So, but
don't underestimate the fan base of the skate game who have been itching for so long.
I am surprised there's such a fan base for skate. If you go online and look it up, there are a lot of people who have full channels based around just skate. It's interesting.
There's people with full
channel about that.
Earthbound.
No, but like these are big channels. These are like channels with like almost 1 million subscribers.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I don't get it. I'm the one guy who just does not get.
Skate's fun though. I'll play skate all the time. Skate's
fun.
Skate.
I don't get like the type
so
of
good.
Like to the point to where it's like you can bastardize it into a live service and people are like, oh, cool, you know. Like,
I think there's a way to do it right. I don't 100% trust EA to do it right, but there is a way to make it right. There is a way to do it right. Okay. But we'll see. We'll have to wait. We'll wait. Is it happening? Who knows?
Oh gosh, here we go.
I think you confirmed it on the PE podcast. Actually.
Oh, did I? I don't remember.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you did.
Never said nothing. Allegedly.
No, I have the VOD.
Allegedly, you have the VOD. Allegedly.
You literally. I watched it again. You literally said, "Yeah, Skate 4."
But I literally also am saying now allegedly. So allegedly. Anyway,
I heard there's gonna be big surprises at E3. Winky face.
Oh, did you
Oh my
also hear the
God.
sky is blue and at night it's dark?
You're such an insider. I can't believe you think E3 will have surprises. Every year they usually just, they announce everything like a month before E3, and we just see the same shit, and we just waste 3 days looking at things you already knew.
Yeah, that was
Oh my God!
Nintendo's
I can't wait for
presentation.
surprises.
If this podcast gets 800 likes, I'm gonna put a winky face at the end of my Twitter handle for a week. Or no, I'll do it up until E3. So it'll be like E3 winky face.
What's
Actually, I hope E3 has nothing.
Only if you put a wet emoji after
no
that.
new announcement.
Yes, the squirt emoji. You're right.
What's Bob? What have you been playing this week?
I've been playing a lot of Smash Brothers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
And I've been playing a lot. Oh, there goes my dad knocking over all my stuff. Then,
Hi, Dad.
Then I was playing a lot of Smash Brothers and a lot of the old Mario Maker and a little light smattering of Katana Zero.
Katana Zero. Okay.
I see
Okay.
your dad walking off.
There he goes. He's just gonna wreck everything and then leave.
Are you just playing online with Smash?
Yeah, play a lot online. A lot in battle arenas. Now, when I try to do like random battles online, I just get wrecked.
Yep.
I can help you. Train up a little bit.
You're not playing. You playing Mario Maker a lot now? Getting ready?
Yes,
You are
getting back in. Well, not back into it. I've been playing it since it first.
Let me ask you this. The first one. Do you make the levels or you just play them?
I just play them. I haven't really made a level in forever.
So you're like me. I don't like making them. I just like playing everyone else's creations.
Yeah, I mean, I when the game first came out, I thought I was going to be making a lot of levels because I was really interested in that. But I only really made a couple, and it just takes a lot of time. And it's way more fun to play other people's levels because there's millions of them.
Yeah, and a lot of them are pretty creative, and I'm not very creative when it comes to that. So I'd rather just play everyone else's.
There's a lot of really interesting stuff that people make. That, like in the trailer, everything that they've shown for Super Mario Maker 2, they're leaving out all of the insane creations that people make. It's a lot more impressive when you actually get your hands on a game like that.
Okay. Very cool.
It's like when they show Legos, you're like, okay, that's cool, and then you see those people make like Lego instruments, and they have a Lego violin. You're like, how the fuck did you do this?
Oh, I played with knockoff Legos. That's kind of like a real life game.
Hey, we don't talk about Blockos, okay?
Listen, no, it's the fake Pokemon ones that came. I built this today in an hour. Aren't I talented, Mom?
What is that? It looks like some sort of Digimon.
No, that's Scyther. He's dope.
Scyther, man. Don't you know Scyther when you see him? The best Pokemon?
Yes, thank you. Scyther,
Pokemon.
Scyther needs some love. Scyther and Scizor are underrated.
Yeah, man. You used to have to throw like what are those? Those pester balls. You had to throw them at him when he's in like the tall grass to get him to come out for Pokemon Snap.
Yeah,
I don't know if I remember that. I remember that for some reason. I don't know
You
why.
know too much about that game.
Yeah, I don't know why. I like Pokemon Snap a lot.
You should start a whole Pokemon Snap channel. I think that's really relevant right now.
See, when we were little, we only ever had like 4 games at a time, and we played them like crazy.
I remember I didn't know how to get Dugtrio in Pokemon Snap, so I went to the store and they had the cheat magazine. I ripped the page out and I put it in my pants and I left because I wasn't spending $5 for that one page.
Dude, I used to go into stores with a little piece of paper and write them down.
Yeah, well, I didn't think of that. I just said, like, I'm ripping this out of the magazine and I'm going. And I did. I went home and I threw the Pokemon on Diglett's head, and then they come up and he evolved, and I finally got all the Pokemon in the game.
And then all you had was that page to look at, and you realized your sin.
And I threw the page away. I was like, that's all I needed.
No, the best Pokemon to get in that game was Gyarados. You had to get Magikarp all the way across the level basically to get him there. That was the best one.
Good times.
We need to do Pokemon Snap. Somebody needs to get on that.
They have 2 good opportunities. The Switch itself could be great for it, and now they have VR for the Switch. So like, there's no excuse. Like,
so exactly why they're not going to do it.
Come on, Nintendo, figure it out. You have time now at E3. You're not talking about Mario Maker now, so just talk about Animal Crossing for the whole time, and then Pokemon Snap 2. We'll be good.
Yeah. So let me ask Jordan, what you been playing?
Well, fake Legos,
fake
for
Lego.
sure. I've been playing a bit of Rage 2. I've maybe put 2 hours into it. Not a lot of time. It's been a busy work week. I got the collector's edition, like I mentioned. Like I kind of forgot I had pre-ordered, and that Ruckus mask is annoying because like
the one that moves no matter what. Like you barely flinch.
Dude, you twitch. Like I blinked and it goes. It starts yelling at you, and it's.
Put it on the stream. I want to see that thing.
All right, let me go grab it real quick. But that's all I've been playing. I'll bring it on. You can move on to the next. That's literally it. So.
Okay. What about OJ? What you been up to?
I actually got back into Splatoon 2 today after Yeah, after I think a year, and Sheldon would not shut the hell up, dude. It was just.
Yep, you got fast forward to 800. Yep, I know.
Oh my! For like 5 minutes, man, because I haven't played the game in forever, so it was nuts. So we were playing because it was the Splatfest, so I was playing that with a bunch of the people on YouTube with me, and that was cool. That was cool. I kind of got some new dualies and everything. It was fun to kind of hop back in. So we did that team. It looked like team like teleportation was winning or whatever, but we kept on getting matched up against a lot of team like teleport versus team teleport. But we did pretty good. So overall, that was fun. Been playing Smash Brothers like always. Always play Smash Brothers. Always try to sharpen up, you know, my Joker. So that's been fun. And played Mario Kart. Just a lot of the multiplayer games that are already available to play. I've been playing a lot of those. I got sent Rage 2. But it's not here yet, so somebody sent it in to me.
Oh.
Or they just said, "Hey, here's a free game for you." So I was like,
"Wow,
sure."
that's nice." Okay, yeah.
So when I get that, I'll play.
What system you got that on?
Xbox One.
Nice,
Xbox
nice.
One.
Very good.
So I hope I can play that. And I also played a little bit of what was it, Nimbus? Like it's like a mech game that came out on the
Yeah, I've been playing.
Yeah, I wanted to see. I was going to ask Evan if you wanted to play that because it looked like a cool little mech game, and they asked if I wanted a review copy for it.
I mean, I could check it out, but it's been on Steam forever.
Oh, okay.
People the Switch. So I've had people tweeting about me like crazy. I bet people in chat are probably going to start talking about once we bring it up. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like there's a big fan swell about it. I'm thinking about talking about it just because it seems like people are curious and there's not a lot of information on it.
It's got overall positive reviews on PC, so hopefully it runs well on the Switch.
Yeah, I started playing it.
It ran
as
fine.
well on PC, but I don't know.
It's like I guess Daemon X Machina, kind of waiting for that. You could play that.
Well, and people were tweeting me that it's faster. Is Daemon X Machina just like turned up on speed? I don't know. That's what I've heard.
It's like what's that game?
Armored
that
Core.
Kojima made.
I wouldn't compare it to Zone of the
It's
Enders.
like Zone of the Enders.
Oh.
Okay,
Well, the speed of it is like fast. It's like seems
yeah.
like faster. Maybe it's not like the gameplay is not like Zone of Enders, but it's just faster.
see, Evan, that
Pace-
seems
pace
like something
wise,
you would
okay.
like.
Yeah, actually, OJ, I think you sold me on it. They've been emailing me. I might email them back.
Yeah, try it out.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it. I think. Yeah, that's it.
What about Sean?
Castlevania collection. Castlevania collection. Been playing a little bit more Saints Row. Pre-patch. I haven't checked it out.
I heard the patch actually made it worse.
Oh no!
What?
That seems to be the consensus. I you can see John Linneman on Twitter was talking about it as well. How it seemed to make it worse.
So maybe I won't download the patch because handheld mode is what I mostly play it in, and it seems like handheld mode runs a lot better than docked mode.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I think handheld mode just straight up runs better for it.
Yeah, and then I've been playing some Thief Simulator, and I was gonna do a video on it today, but vomiting this morning sort of screwed everything up. So, but yeah, Thief Simulator, it's legit. Like, it's not the best looking game or anything, but I like the gameplay mechanics, and it's fun. Like, you know, you gotta like break into people's houses and steal stuff and like monitor their timing, like if they're at home or not, and then if you get caught, like the cops come, you got to try to escape. It's pretty fun.
Okay. Oh, very cool. Nate, you always play some interesting stuff. What do you got for us this week?
This week I was playing some Redout.
Okay, so that game is finally out on the Switch.
Yeah,
That was one of the first games. Remember we talked about that game? I think it was before the Switch even came out. We were talking about that game.
Yeah, feels like it's been a few years.
Yeah. How's it working over there? How's it running?
I mean, it runs fine. It's not visually the most impressive thing, but it's not like repulsive either. I think Fast RMX is a better racing game because Redout's more like a physics-based racer than just pure speed.
Yeah. I think Fast RMX is. I mean, also Fast RMX is like half the price.
Yeah, I mean, Redout for $40. I mean, it is price parity with the Xbox One version with all the DLC, so it's not like you're getting screwed on it.
Right.
But I mean, Fast RMX, I think it's on sale actually right now, and it's half the price. And I don't know, it's tough.
Yeah, everyone's just go. I mean, honestly, Fast RMX is basically F-Zero almost. You know, it's very, very good though for the price, and it runs at a high frame rate and everything too.
Yeah, Redout is only 30 frames a second.
Yeah, that's a little odd. That's a little odd for a high-speed racer like that. But
I mean, it runs fine even in handheld mode. So it's not like it's a terrible game.
Right. Yeah.
But
Okay, cool. That's good. I played a lot of Rage 2. Max, I know you played quite a bit of it too.
I beat it and I loved it, honestly.
I'm at the end now, and I decided rather than just beat it, I went around and I just started trying to clear all the locations.
Dude, yep, I did that pretty much at the end. I did probably a solid 60% of the locations. I did a bunch of the trophies. I actually loved like the exploration trophies. Once I had the flying like motorcycle, I just did a bunch of the exploration.
Yeah, I didn't get the flying motorcycle yet.
Where did I even find it?
I don't even know. That's the thing. I'm kind of going from like the top of the map down, and I'm just exploring, and I'm getting all the little question marks and everything. But you never know. You don't know what the question marks are until you get there. So I don't know if it's an arc or anything like that.
And that's why, dude. Once you get it, I think it's called the Icarus, and once you get it, you can summon another Icarus whenever you want just by paying $10. And so what I did is I just summoned an Icarus. You have to be like, you have to get in the middle of a field. It won't summon it on a normal road. But then once you summon it, you can just fly around. And what I do is I'll just fly at all the question marks, land, see what it is. Like, oh, okay, it's this kind of quest. And, oh, it's one of the power stations. Or, oh, I need to save this person.
Yeah.
God, I loved it. And that's why it's weird to me. People in chat are talking about this. A lot of the reviews are actually pretty negative. And
I'm confused because the game is fun.
It's really fun, yeah.
Like, it's a very fun game. Like, it's open world. Here's the thing. I think the world's too big, Max. Like, it's open world just to be open world, but I just feel like the map's a little too big. Like, there's a lot of empty space whenever I'm driving around.
But why is the game like? I noticed that too. It's like in the 70s range, right? Like low 70s.
Yes. It's like 72, I believe.
It seems like a lot higher quality based on like the individual reviewers. Like, Max, like I've seen your review. I've seen what people are saying. It seems like a lot more people that are individually reviewing it are giving it good scores, but the people who normally do like normal online reviews like IGN and stuff like that, they're giving it much lower. I thought this was going to be like an 80, like a high, not high 80s, but like 80s rated game.
I thought it'd be an 88 on Metacritic, 100%. I thought people would be a little bit lower than me. But Rage 2, I think it's that a lot of people are getting bored of open world. I think we're getting a lot of open world, and this game is very much open world. Like, one of the things that's interesting about it is as you go on, you get all these passive talent points basically just by like clearing random bases and stuff. You can get stuff where you can reload when you get headshots, or it'll make it where time slows down when you do a sneak attack, so you can possibly kill 2 or 3 people at once. And I think that some people are just kind of burned on that. People are kind of like,
I've seen a lot of. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Evan.
Well, there was a game that came out simultaneous with it, a Plague Tale, and I picked that up instead because of that burnout feeling for the open world. I wanted to just experience a story game front to back, and I loved a Plague Tale. It was awesome.
See, that's why I think the most negative thing I've heard about it is the story of Rage. A lot of people are complaining that the story isn't interesting, is what I've seen in all the reviews. I think that's what they're weighing a lot of the opinions on, because I've heard everyone's like, oh, the guns feel great, the powers you get are cool. The Wasteland needs a little bit more in it. It's what I've heard as a complaint. Like, I just feel it's a little too empty. But it's really the story.
At the beginning of the game, you like watch the bad guys show up, and they basically go like, "Oh, those are the bad guys. All right, now drive to the first mission marker." You drive to the first town, and I'm not even joking. The first guy explains to you the last boss fight. I'm not joking. He specifically says like, "Okay, so for the rest of the game, we need to get these materials so we can go kill the last boss." And then you just go get materials and go kill the last boss.
Yeah, you can beat the game. You can beat the game actually quick.
I went the first person I went to was like the weird scientist guy. Like, because I just ended up in the swamp area. I didn't know you had to go in and manually set like your waypoint to like where to drive. So I just ended up in the swamp, talked to the doctor, and it's like, okay, go to the space station area. And I'm like, this kind of feels like close to the end game stuff already. Like, it's like, all right, we're gonna have like big stuff happen here. It's the pacing I think is weird. I think where I do find the most fun is when I took a second to stop, go to a gas station, and clear out the gas station.
Yes.
Dude,
that was fun.
The biomes. The biggest thing is I love that it's so crazy where there's the swamp area and there's the desert area and there's this weird like abandoned power station area. And then up north, there's actually like skyscrapers and stuff that have become a jungle. It's just one of those things of being like, okay, like I like that this is an open world game that manages to legitimately feel like little micro stories.
I love the skyboxes and the lighting effects like at different times, like a regular midday, okay, cool. It's a regular like dirt looking wasteland, starts getting sunset and these purples and yellows and blues. Like it's really like what it's able to do is incredible. I think they made a beautiful game. Like this is incredible. There's
a really weird glitch, by the way, if anybody does get the game or sees it, that I discovered, which is it has a crazy photo mode where you can actually like pause the game and become a free-floating camera and float anywhere in the environment you want. Well, one of the things you can do is you can change the time of day for some reason. So if somebody's like sitting in the shade, you can actually turn the time of day to take that picture. When you leave photo mode, you can actually rewind time. So I accidentally like rewound the game clock. So I was like technically at day 1.
Yeah, there are some weird glitches in that game. There are times where my entire HUD will just disappear for whatever reason, and I have to go back to the menu. This is on the PlayStation 4 Pro, and I have to go back to the menu with the home button, then come back into the game, and then it comes back. There are some odd glitches in this game, and maybe that's what reviewers are running into, but I think the game's better than its Metacritic score, to be honest.
I saw
it's
some
just
weird
fun.
shadowing, like as the time of day was moving over, instead of the shadow, like other shadows I saw were like smoothly moving, there was one in the space station that was just...
Well, the distance render shadows are slow. Someone noticed it when there was a large ship flying by, that the shadow it cast on a building in the distance was doing that too.
It's it was weird. It was jarring because like I've seen games who are way less power that are able to make the shadows a lot smoother than that, because that was like really jarring compared to what I've already seen. But you all get a ruckus.
Oh
man.
gosh.
Oh dear God. Look at this. I don't even, can we even show this on stream? Like, it's kind of phallic, but look at this. Is disgusting. Because what is this? It takes a second to like. Oh shit. Hi. Sometimes it doesn't sense perfectly. The sensor's like right here. Hi. What do you got to say? What do you want to say to the audience? Talk. Someone wave their hands around so it can catch a sensor.
Whoa! He doesn't see my dumb ass. All right.
No, he's yeah. So he'll randomly start up, like he starts slow, but then all of a sudden he just won't shut up. So,
and and they did do one thing right.
Yeah, okay, you're getting turned off. Shut up.
And they did do one thing right with it, though, OJ. You have the Xbox One X. They opted for 60 frames per second rather than high resolution on those consoles.
Nice.
So it's 60 instead of 30.
On the PS4 Pro too?
Yes.
Yep. And smooth, not a single stutter.
Yes. So they did a good job there.
Yeah, that's good, man. I'm looking forward to maybe getting it.
It's just fun. It's just fun. You'll run around, you clear bases, and you're like, all right, that was cool.
It's a decent game. I also just want to make a note about this. It freaked me out because like I thought it was gonna be like the talking fish on a wall type thing, where it's like still solid and not like weird feeling. This has rubberized fake skin on it, and when I grab it out of the box, it freaked me out because that felt really too real and weird. And it's like a really weird, like loose skin on like a weird skeleton. It's really gross. So thanks, guys. Appreciate this collector's edition. Really worth it.
You should skin it and see what the skeleton.
I'm more terrified of that haunting me in my sleep. That goes back in the box.
Oh, let's finish up with Evan before we move on to topics. Evan, you played Plague Tale.
Plague Tale. My buddy got me into Mordhau, and
what is Plague Tale? If you want to give people a quick rundown.
Linear-based story game. It acts early on like it's trying to be very exacting to history, but you basically just play a couple characters, but mostly the older sister of this little kid set in France during plague and the war with England at the same time, and right away stuff starts going downhill quick and gets real dark. There's disgusting and horrible moments in this too. It's great.
It has very positive reviews on Steam and everything. It seems like a lot of people really like it. So
isn't there some famous actor in it? I thought I saw an advertisement.
I think was it Sean Beam or something?
Was it Sean? It might be him because I saw it somewhere.
I think he plays the dad. I can't remember.
Does that mean
advertising?
Is he gonna die?
So he dies.
He dies very quickly.
Oh, of course.
It's like right
away. That's why they
away.
casted him. Yep.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people say some good things about that game on Twitter.
It's a fantastic game, and it uses the Unreal Engine Swarm tech for the rats. So there's just thousands of these things on your screen all at once running around doing stuff, and then it's really creepy when you come around a corner and you just see all of them stop and then look at you through the shadows, and you see their little red beady eyes. It's so freaky.
Is that on consoles as well, or just PC?
I can't remember if it came out on
console. It's on console. It's on.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay.
Yeah, it has I was looking at it when Evan said that he was playing because I was looking at it. It has an 81 average on OpenCritic. And
it's a solid story. I know some of the criticism for it is like the stealth feels kind of forced at times or very simplified, or that you get too much crafting material to make the sling ammo that you use to turn out lights or burn things. It feels kind of easy in that regard, but like there's chunks of the story where what you have to deal with is really freaking hard. Like it's just crazy.
You want to hit us with a Discord question, Evan, as we move on to some of the topics here?
We got 5 of them. We'll start with where is the Batman Arkham games for Switch? They ran on the Wii U, no issues. So what's up?
That is a good question. Those would actually be really cool to see those go to the Switch.
Was there a rumor about that?
I thought there was a while. Wasn't there a rumor?
There was a rumor a while ago, but nothing ever materialized yet.
Yet. I think those would actually sell pretty well on the Switch too.
Dude, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this. I like Arkham Asylum the most, more than
Me too.
City and Night.
Me too.
And
Yep.
man, I would pay just to get, if I could have Arkham Asylum again, I'd buy it in a second.
I want Arkham City, and I want the online mode or the online leaderboards where you go into like the challenge arena. I was hardcore into that with Robin. I was like I was like fighting the people on the leaderboards back in the day on the Xbox 360. Freaking loved the challenge modes, like the fighting challenge modes, not the stealth. I didn't like the stealth ones, but I like the combat arenas where there's just a bunch of people and like you just have to string together combos. Fantastic. Love that game. I would really want Arkham City just so I can play that. Not even to play the game again because I already 100% it on Xbox 360, but just to play that mode against like the leaderboards. I'd totally do it if it was on the Switch.
I mean, you never know. There's been a lot of like remasters and ports and stuff hitting the Switch, so hey, you never know. Maybe with WB, I guess would move that over.
Dude,
so.
I'd love Arkham Asylum. That was like one of the few games like at that era when that came out that showed me like you can do so much more with a game, and like the way you made it's like at that time it's like, oh, Batman superhero, cool, but like the way you get to feel as Batman that whole game, you really feel
great.
like a detective. You feel powerful, and then every game was like, oh yeah, we're just gonna use that fighting style now.
Because Arkham Asylum is like the best 3D Metroid since Metroid Prime.
Yeah, great Metroidvania style system set up to it with a great character to just build up the abilities to go further is awesome.
And such a great claustrophobia. It was one of the first games I saw where the graphics were in service of scaring you in a way you didn't expect. Of like, okay, you have this ability to see skeletons through the wall and kick ass, but if these dudes shoot you once, well, then they're no more Batman. I love that.
The cool thing about that game, it literally felt like, yeah, you were this super powerful Batman, but at the same time you still felt like you can get your ass kicked at any point, you know what I'm saying, by some of these guys, especially on the harder difficulties, and it just had a different feel to it, like that you'd never felt in a Batman game before. Like it didn't feel arcade, it felt realistic. Like
it felt like you were really going after like those real villains. Like when you fought them, it was like, oh, this is like legit and hard or terrifying. Like it was cool.
Yeah, Bane fight in a small room, awesome.
It didn't feel like the other Batman. You know, like you play the other Batman, it just feels like, oh, this is just like a beat 'em up, like a final fight with Batman. You know, it felt completely different.
The Croc fight's in the first one, right? The Croc fight.
Yeah,
we're in the sewers.
That I always hate anything that like with alligators and anything like a Resident Evil 5, like where you have to deal with water and they can come out of anywhere. Yeah. I've always hated that, like anxiety wise. That when I first played that, I was like, I can't get through this. I'll never get through this. And when I did, I was like, this is amazing. I love this. It was such a good time.
That has one of my favorite hidden trophies and achievements of all time, which is called Party, which is at the very end when all the like you basically go to fight the last boss. All the last surviving minions are standing in a room.
I remember that
clapping for you, wearing party hats and stuff. And just for fun, I decided I was like, I'm gonna punch this fool in the face. And I beat everybody's ass in the room, and it's like it says like wreck the party, and it's a trophy. And I was like, that's so great. Like you need to tell me I want to beat these people up.
And the Easter eggs in the game, like it took forever for people to find that like secret room that had hints about the future of the games. Like that stuff is so that game is so Batman lore filled, it's ridiculous.
And the Calendar Man's thing.
I knew I was about to say it. Hell yeah,
dude, I love it. That's such a good game. Yeah, honestly, just give me that. I'm good. Like, give me something like that at E3, like a small port like that. I'd be happy.
It could happen.
Wink in the face.
There's gonna be some surprises.
Surprise! Okay, I'm done.
Let me go through these super chats as well. Miguel, no message $1. Thanks, Miguel. Stone Gamer says, love your content. Thank you. Gray, 99 cents. No message. Thank you. Saul with $1. No message. Super Luigi. No message. Thank you, Super Luigi. Abaddon Smith actually says, blame it on the swine.
Swine flu, yeah.
Yeah, make sure you guys check out Abaddon. I'm sure he could probably link his channel in the chat. Skull Cat, no message. Thank you. Super Luigi again. Riku Key 2 says, I have so many ideas for levels in Mario Maker 2. It's going to be fun. Also, what other old Capcom titles would you like to see done in the RE engine?
Dino Crisis!
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure Sean's all about Dino Crisis being thrown in there.
Resident Evil 3, obviously, but also I've seen a bunch of people in the Resident Evil community hating on Resident Evil Code Veronica lately. So I would love to see a full remake of Code Veronica.
I want all the Resident Evils, honestly.
Yeah, you might as well
I
throw 4 in there. Why not?
throw 5 in there. I want to see Chris punch a boulder in like the highest quality possible. I want to see good like knuckle like breaking that boulder physics.
I think I told you this before, that there used to be a Facebook page called Chris Redfield's Biceps, and when you followed it, it talked first person as Chris Redfield Bicep, like, "Hey bros, doing a couple push-ups today. Sick workout. Have a good one."
I love it.
Dino Crisis is that's a good one, Sean. I
Mega
think
Man.
Oh, could they do Mega Man Legends in that?
They better.
Though? What's the point?
I don't know.
They could.
Why not? Just put it in there.
Let's see what happens. Mix it up a little bit.
What do you mean? What's the point? What's wrong with Mega Man Legends?
No, what's the point of using that engine for a game like that when you know that like the budget's not going to be sufficient to how great the engine is? You know what I'm saying? Like
they'll make it big.
They're not going.
Full on Mega Man reboot.
They didn't want to spend the money on a 3DS game. Dude.
Remember when they did Edgy Bomberman? This is going to be Edgy Mega Man now.
Oh, no.
They didn't even want to spend the money on a freaking 3DS game. They put out a demo and said, "Here you guys go." And then they said it was an experiment. They're evil.
If they reboot Mega Man, it's going to be gritty and he's going to say gamer words.
Yeah, he's gonna say, "Gotta go fast."
They almost they almost did reboot Mega Man in a gritty type of way. Remember that Mega Man that was supposed to come out? That was like from the former Metroid Prime developers.
Oh god, yeah, that looked terrible.
That Mega Man, the Maverick Hunter or something.
Yeah. So they almost did do that actually.
Sounds like epic. Okay, that sounds
amazing. It looked really bad.
I can just picture him on the cover, like aiming the barrel directly straight, and it's just Maverick Hunter.
you did it for Bomberman.
Hey, Bomberman. Hey, people sleep on that Edgy Bomberman game.
That Bomberman was
Good.
trash.
It's so bad.
Nobody's sleeping on anything, bro. Like, it was just bad.
Evan, you said there was a Streamlabs.
Yeah, we had a Streamlabs donation because he couldn't figure out Google Wallet, and it's better since
is there
Google
a
doesn't get that. It was Jeff B with "Listen every week. Wanted to be able to donate, but I had an issue with Google Wallet a while ago, and Super Chat is linked to that, so I haven't been able to till I got this link."
Okay, very cool. Thank you. Jose Cruz says, "Love you guys." Jose Cruz, then again, having fun with Castlevania, the collection. And then, look at that, Michael right there with loving the Castlevania collection, ready for the Contra collection.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
I like Contra.
NX Revolution says Sonic Colors was good, is what they always heard. Anyone comment on Sonic Colors for him?
I think I have it in my desk, actually. Yeah.
I like Colors.
Very good game.
I still say probably the most underrated Sonic, seriously.
Which colors did you play, though?
That's the real question.
Yeah, did you play on the DS or the Wii?
DS. I played the DS version.
I played both. They're all right. I like them.
Fred with $1 no message. Thank you, Fred. Ethan R.
Oh, God.
How is your raccoon Ricky doing, Sean?
He's good. I haven't seen him tonight, though. But, I mean, he's gotten to the point now where, like, if I go onto the back deck and, like, open the door, like, he'll pop his little head under the fence and, like, look for me and see if I'm going to throw him any food.
Mitchell Miller, no message. Thanks, Mitchell. Metroid Prime Trilogy at Game Awards 2018. That's a good name. Next on Switch, Metroid Prime Trilogy, Scalebound, or Ori?
Ori.
Or I'm gonna go with Ori. Yeah. Or all three. All three.
I'll take Ori for 500.
Ori seems pretty. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
Ori-
everyone's saying Ori. I mean, maybe the Prime Trilogy, but Ori
I'm
seems like
I'm
everyone's
expecting
saying
Ori to be like an E3 shadow drop.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not saying it is, but I'm expecting.
Oh, is there
my
going to be some big
expectation.
surprises?
Say it with the winky. Put the winky face in there, Nate. Be like, it'd be a damn shame if Ori showed up.
I am winking
Confirmed.
my ass off right now.
It's confirmed. Ori's confirmed. Shadow dropped on Switch. Get it here. You
This
heard
has
it
to be
here
on
first.
Reset Era now.
I mean, Ori is coming to Switch very soon. So why
Direct
not do an
footage.
E3? Why not do an E3 shadow drop like Hollow Knight had?
Oh, Hollow Knight did have a. That's a good point. And then they can.
Fortnite too.
Yeah. Ori's a good one because they can put that out digital at first and then put a physical copy out later.
Yeah.
Kind of what they're doing with Cuphead, basically. So, yeah, why not? K19 says, "Why get Skate 4 if you can get Crayola Scoot?"
Oh my god, he needs to give up.
Crayola Scoot's actually not a bad game. Just so everyone's
Are you
aware.
defending Crayola Scoot?
It's not. If it's cheaper. I don't know if it's gotten cheaper. It wasn't worth the $30 or $40 it was. If that game's like $15, that's actually not a terrible.
Nothing on a scooter will ever live up to Razor on the PS1.
I remember that game.
And
Dreamcast.
I have my copy right here. God,
but I have it on PS1. And
I remember me and my skateboarding friends, like whenever there were kids out with Razor scooters, like
here we go.
It was bad, dude. Like we would do that to rollerbladers, but like sometimes the rollerbladers were cool because they would give us like smokes or beer if they were older. But like the Razor scooter kids, dude, they got heckled and. Yeah.
Razor scooter kids don't care because they eat ass. Okay, did you see this kid?
And then Vaughn says, "What's up, John and OJ? The other guys are cool too."
Oh, thanks.
Don't worry.
Appreciate it.
Ethan R says, "Second question, Jordan. When we seeing those panties?"
Listen, I already put the terms. It's 30,000 on my channel by the end of May, and when I get that panty party game, whenever it gets shipped here. I will wear them in the unboxing.
There you go.
That's the rules. It's up to you, Ethan.
Physical panty?
From Play Asia, the collector's edition comes with panties. Yes.
Are we gonna see camel
like human size? Like for human
definitely not my size, but maybe someone could wear them. I mean, I have the Catherine boxers, and now I'm gonna have the panty party panties, and now I can shadow box them, put them on my wall, and be very proud, and that will forever cement me not having a relationship with anyone.
A really creepy haiku, like, "Hello, would you like to come over and see my panty party panties? They're really tasty."
That Jordan's
why tasty? Why tasty?
Jordan's uncle Ted actually donated and then said,
"I love this guy."
This is the new one, the new character.
won't be the first time he has worn panties.
Let me get my uncle. Hey, uncle. Well, it wouldn't be the first time I caught him wearing panties. There you go. That's the Uncle Jordan character.
I do like how people are just making characters here,
right?
I like when Sean's mom comes in every once in a while.
For the one donation from my mom that was like, "Miss you, son." Like, oh.
Don't worry, Bob. Your parents apparently will show up in the super chat someday.
They might.
They'll just show up in the background.
You're real.
I was gonna say. Or your long lost uncle or something. Apparently.
Bob's dad.
Oh,
like,
now
hey,
that you
said,
brother. Now that you said that, someone's making that account right now and getting ready to be like, I got the best super chat.
Alan Hart says, "Love it, guys. Keep doing great things." And then Jalen says, "Nintendo knew what they were doing with the SNES logo, the SNES logo, popping up during the Direct, which we're going to go into now. Actually, we're gonna come back to the super chats soon. We're going to talk about Mario Maker 2 now because Jalen brought up a good point of that Super Famicom logo that popped up there. But Bob, what were your thoughts on this Direct? Because you are the resident Mario Maker 2 expert here.
The Famicom logo made no sense.
The Super Famicom, it was super out of place, wasn't it?
That came up right when you steal the car from the Koopa, which was something we only saw in like promotional art. So we're like, what the hell is this car going to be about? But yeah, you get into the car and then this weird like JPEG of the Famicom logo with a black background. It's just like a square. It
wasn't even like a high quality because it wasn't transparent or anything.
Yeah, it was super weird and it doesn't make any sense.
I wonder if it's an Easter egg for a hint towards Super Nintendo games on the Switch.
I don't know.
Couldn't it just have been an effect though? Yes. Like if you hit a certain block or do something certain in the game, you can trigger an effect. I mean, you could do it with sounds. So why couldn't you do it with graphics?
That's true, but it's weird to do it the first time we see the car. You know?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll agree.
But you're probably right. It's probably just an effect.
It probably is just an effect. But I mean, this is how you get rumors and speculation and talk going. Because now it's this means. Super NES games are coming to Nintendo Switch Online, so everyone gets talking about it. Everyone's looking at Mario Maker 2 because of this stupid little logo. So it's kind of like brilliant marketing by Nintendo. They threw in this something that means absolutely nothing, but everyone's talking about it and speculating about it.
Yeah, I mean, they probably would have avoided it if they just did like a Switch logo instead.
I think it was just a blatant oversight.
Bob, I want to ask Bob a question. Didn't it seem so? It seemed like it wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah, it was weird. It seemed like it was unfinished because there was just a black background. But it being an effect makes sense.
it didn't seem like let's say like when you hit something and like it makes an effect, right, or whatever, like they can do. It didn't seem like that. That's why I really wanted to get your.
It was a picture on top of the video.
Yeah, it looks like somebody edited it and they accidentally put it on there, and then
it looked like a placeholder image.
Yeah, and then like they set it to like do some type of like motion, right? Like in an editor, like they set it to like expand.
There's other weird things. Like there's when you first see the endless Mario challenge, it's not the 100 Mario challenge anymore. I think the second time you see the menu, there's a giant black bar at the top that's not symmetrical, so it looks like they're covering something up there.
Ooh. I didn't even know.
It's probably not like a secret. It's probably just some weird dev thing that they were trying to hide, and they just never replaced that black bar.
I just like the possibility of what they're going to add to the game, where it says other styles or whatever.
Yeah,
and there's styles plural and an open spot right there.
Galaxy.
What DLC are they gonna? I feel like they're easily gonna like add a bunch of DLC in that regard.
They have to do Galaxy. They already have the gravity effect with the moon, so it's a perfect.
That'd be really interesting.
Galaxy to the 2D.
Can you just imagine a level that has incorporated everything in it, like every little bit of every game in there, like somehow to connect everything? That's going to be literally.
If you go through all the
incredible.
games in chronological order, like
that'd be
somebody has it
such
all
a
set
cool
up,
level.
The evolution of Mario.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. Is somebody could make like basically their own version of Super Mario World with like the 200 levels, but each one is like a different remix style. But yeah, 100%. I 1,000,000% believe it is Mario Galaxy is the other art style.
Was there a hammer in Mario Galaxy?
Yeah.
Because there's a hammer.
There were hammer guys. There were hammer guys.
Well, I mean, like a power up, like that Mario can.
I think so. Let me Google it before I talk up my ass.
Because there's an icon in like the little like weapon wheel of like items you can choose for the 3D World style, and there's a hammer in there for some reason.
Yeah, Mega Hammer. Yeah, Super Mario Galaxy 2. That's what I thought.
So that's a possibility.
Well, would they do? Would they just call it Galaxy, or would they just do something weird like say, "Oh, Galaxy 2 style"?
Intergalactic. Who knows?
Probably just Galaxy.
Just the Galaxy style. Incorporate both from 1 and 2.
It's interesting.
Smart way.
What was that?
I said that's the smart way. Yeah, get a bunch of different effects from 1 and 2, and just label as Galaxy. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No, that's all right. I think it's interesting that the original 4 play styles are just called play styles, and then 3D World is extra play styles, and you have to it erases everything that you've made in the level already if you change to that particular play style. Everything works. All the assets work across all the first 4 play styles, but 3D World has its own set of assets that you can't move to other play styles, and that makes sense if you're going to expand to another play style, because then you'd have to erase everything for that play style. Like they don't have to make as many assets if they make new.
Yeah, they had them like sectioned off too. So I wonder if 3D World and Galaxy would be interchangeable then.
Probably not. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because it would have different assets, you know.
What I'm thinking, maybe what they didn't show, because when they showed the 3D World, it was still linear, right? But it just had like the pipes and everything. It wasn't like 3D World. What if they're hiding that with those different ones? You can make 3D based Mario levels.
I think that's
too many physics.
That's my dream.
Can you imagine if they put Super Mario 64 and you could just go play and make a cool like castle, like a whole redo whatever you want?
They do move a little weird. They move like they are in a 3D space.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like because they had the backgrounds in the back all in 3D and all that for those, and I'm like, maybe they're hiding some stuff here that this game could really be. Already from what they showed out, we didn't even see coming, like story mode and the online play, competitive or for fun. This is going up to Game of the Year potential just off that. If they did 3D World modeling, this has the highest chance at that point.
Dude, if they copied and pasted the one from the Wii U, I'd be fine with Game of the Year for that.
Same, yeah. I'm about to be a Nutcast guy. That sounds exactly
this game is going to... Everyone thought this game was going to do extremely well on Twitch and YouTube. It's going to exceed anyone's expectations of how much this game's going to take over.
I'm going to play devil's advocate. I say there's no way in hell that they're going to have a 3D World editing. Because it's way too difficult.
Yeah,
sure.
2D is much easier to understand. The 3D,
3D is like
there's so many
actual
variables.
3D is
You actually
actual
have to
game
code.
development. You have to do
Yeah.
physics, clipping. There are so many like variables at play that
I mean,
you can't
they're
put them in the
doing
hands of normal
3D.
people.
They're doing 3D world assets, but it's really 2D. 2.5D because things come in and out of the background.
And that's what I was going to say is I bet it'll be 2.5D. I wish it was 3D, but the reason I know you're right is that they would be too afraid of people not being able to beat levels. Like imagine if the way you beat a level was, oh, you didn't find the secret switch underneath this invisible bush 800 yards away.
But have you seen some of the levels in 2D that are like almost
Oh, yeah.
impossible? It's
Yeah.
like my other thing is it's like if other games that you can create your own stuff in like a Little Big Planet or in Dreams where literally you can be pretty basic with it or learn all the insane mechanics and build something incredible. If anyone could do it right for Mario's world, I think Nintendo can pull something off like that. If a game's like Little Big Planet can have any kind of level of interactivity if you're basic or if you're like extremely into all the mechanics.
Yeah, but look at how convoluted those controls are. The creation tools of like Little Big Planet and Dreams. It's not very simple to grasp. Mario
But
Maker
that's why it's for the
appeal
advanced
is-
people. Like people who actually like can go in and spend a lot of time doing
Well,
that. I think there's people who can.
It's unemployed game developers, and I mean that in a nice way. It's the people who already understand that language.
Yeah, and if you can't make them, like a lot of people, like I don't like making the levels. I'll go play them.
What about everyone always has been calling for Super Mario Bros. 2 as a style?
Oh,
I would love
Get
that.
out of here. Get out of here with that.
Did you guys, wait,
Why-
did you,
why
did
the
you
heck?
guys know that Super Mario Brothers 2 in America
Oh my
wasn't
God.
the real Super Mario Brothers?
That's the
2?
E3 surprise.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Yeah, I'm gonna do another winky face.
Yeah.
You made me leave.
Is this a did you know video?
Oh man,
Did you know? In Japan?
Interestingly enough, a lot of people were calling for that. I saw that all over the place. Super Mario Bros. 2, the Doki Doki Panic one.
Well,
Everyone
and you
wanted
see,
it.
harddrive.com, that's like the spoof onion type thing. They did a Mario Maker 2 got caught ripping off Doki Doki Panic.
Oh,
Maker
yeah.
and they put it next to each other.
That was good. That was good.
fun.
That was good. Bob, why don't you like Super Mario Bros. 2?
It's not a Mario game.
Yeah, it's Doki Doki.
Didn't you guys know that it was originally a game?
I mean, Mario was on the front, right?
Why
Well,
don't we
it's a-
have a
it's a
Mario
dream.
missing?
It's a dream. I'm okay with it. It's a dream game.
I mean, I have like Hotel Mario. Do that. Put that in there.
Yeah, do that one.
Oh, okay.
Mario-
I'm blind.
Mario is missing.
No,
Mario teaches
man, that
typing.
ruined a weekend. I like ruined an old weekend.
I
Where the fuck
legitimately
is
beat that.
he?
I beat that game as a kid. Like my parents tricked me. Like it's a Mario game. It was educational bullshit.
Hotel Mario.
I wouldn't mind a Super Mario Land 2 style for like
Ooh.
a Game
Yeah,
Boy style.
that's what I wanted to see.
That would be
Game Boy
interesting.
style.
Get a Game Boy game.
Additional styles right there.
Mm,
Oh yeah.
that would be kind of neat. That would
I-
catch me off guard a little bit if they did something like that. That'd be cool.
I don't think going back to the 3D stuff. I don't think that there's gonna be any sort of like actual 3D in this game. I think that's a stretch, but I think that you're underestimating the possibility because like look at the extra stuff in Super Mario Sunshine or the little worlds in Super Mario Odyssey. They're like really simple blocks.
Oh, you know what's
You know.
going to happen, right, Bob? Now they brought it up. Just to spite Nate, the other style instead of Galaxy is going to be Mario Sunshine.
I think it.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
oh, I don't know about Sunshine. I think Odyssey maybe because the moon is basically just a.
Dude, that's going to make Nate so mad if they announce
Sunshine.
that.
No,
Sunshine.
if they have a sunshine theme, then oh my
Bring
God.
back
It's
Flood.
disqualified from
Justice
Game
for
of the Year.
Flood. He died for us.
Disqualified.
for
Save
Flood.
Flood.
Flood
Dude, that-
deserved to die.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Now, would you
That's
rather
controversial
Sunshine
statement.
or Mario 2?
I'd rather have Mario 2 than Sunshine.
Get out of here.
That's
Sunshine's
controversial.
best thing was its water, its mirror, and its music.
That's some
Music
good
was great.
stuff.
Music was great.
Music was good.
Spawn with serious question. Are we allowed to vote people off this podcast?
Yeah. he just doesn't. Nate just doesn't like Sunshine. He has something against it, man.
No, I'm
It
joking.
had
Pe-
bad level design.
No, people know. Actually, I don't like Sunshine either. I'm just joking with them.
Ah.
My problem with Sunshine is definitely the level design, and I definitely think the whole speed felt weird. My problem is Mario Sunshine just feels so clunky compared to 64, which I played right before it.
Well,
What? 64 was so clunky.
He played the DS version.
Galaxy. is
Oh,
the
God.
best- Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 are the best 3D Mario games.
Galaxy
Yeah.
2. Oh, Galaxy 2.
I'll take Galaxy 3.
I like Odyssey a lot more, but I will say that Galaxy 1 and 2 are good.
The thing I don't like about Odyssey is like it's like here's just open space with like 80 moons. You know, I loved Galaxy because I felt like I was actually traveling to a bunch of different like worlds, and when I went to the same world again, I can go to a new area of it. Like I really like the concept of Galaxy, and I would love a Galaxy 3.
Galaxy's dope.
Or just port 1 and 2. You know, I know.
Yeah, Galaxy 1 2 HD collection.
Take a port.
Yep, I would love that 100%.
Yeah. Let's port it over.
It already runs on the NVIDIA Shield TV in China.
It's almost next year will be 10 years since the second game. So
wow,
so
really?
10-year anniversary, yeah.
Yeah, May. It came out May 2010.
You heard it here first. OJ confirmed. May 2020, Galaxy 1 and 2 HD.
Hey, man, Galaxy 2 is amazing.
Hey, there's going to be some surprises
So
at E3, okay?
Yes.
Yeah, Winky Face, Galaxy 1 and 2. Okay. It took me forever to find. I wanted to find these in mint condition with the instruction manuals and everything. It took forever to find. It took forever, man. I love them.
I love the cover of the second game, like the blue they use for the sky. I don't know. It's
great.
so good.
Yeah.
So great.
Galaxy's for the lazy Mario fans that don't want to do
What?
all the work of like.
Shut your mouth.
No, it's true. I mean, because like I'm just too lazy to freaking do everything. And Mario Odyssey's great. I'm just.
You think it was lazy to play that game with a Wii control and collect the bits when you're playing by yourself?
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, like you just blast from place to place.
I did a whole school report on hand-eye coordination about Super Mario Galaxy.
I don't know how you're like.
Mouth.
It's so weird that OJ can just look me in the eye and lie like that. That's so weird.
Nah, Mario Galaxy's for the lazy. I like it because it's just it's not. I don't gotta sit there and collect do so much in the open world, man. I'll be honest.
So Bob, this is the first Mario game that I think anyway that is fully online.
Yeah. Well, yeah, multiplayer.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you can do 4 people, right? On the same screen running through. So now I'm very confused because I don't understand why Mario Bros. U Deluxe does not have online play.
Nintendo really sucks with their online compatibility.
That's such a great game. Everyone who said it wasn't worth $60 is an absolute piece of shit, horrible human being.
I think didn't everybody say didn't everybody say it wasn't worth $60?
It's funny because Wood made like the exact same style of video that I did, saying that it wasn't worth $60. But I say it, all these people are like, "You terrible person! I can't believe you, motherfucker!" Oh, and then Wood makes it. Oh well, you know that's a fair point, I guess.
I think like, you guys were all getting hate. You guys were all. I think it was just you guys were all getting hate for those videos that were popping up.
I don't get why.
Dude, like that, the fact that there's multiplayer in this one, I think, turned everyone who was not super interested in it to everyone's like, oh, okay, this I have to play with people. This I have to play with friends. I have to get this game. And you think that the Mario parties of the world or the racing or anything that gets you frustrated with your friends, when you play competitive Mario where you can purposely stop your friend from doing anything and really mess with them, this is gonna break friendships, relationships. Like this is you're gonna see some. Guaranteed, there's gonna be an article about some people getting a divorce.
I just realized that this is online. It's all real time play, obviously, and it has a ranking system. And Mario Party barely has online.
Mario Party, you can't even play with your friends online in Mario Party.
Like, what is?
Yeah, like the dumb mini games or something.
Oh, that's so strange.
No, you can play the mini games online with your friends. There's just not a lot of options, and there's no.
You can't play the main game mode.
Yeah,
so you can't play Mario Party. You can play Mario 100 or whatever that 3DS game was.
You can't even play. There's like 15 mini games. Not even. I think there's like 10 mini games that you can't even play like the full arsenal of mini games in there. It's fun to play with friends, but oh man, Mario Party does not have any options. So yeah, this is cool that it has the ranking system built in there, and it also has cooperative. I like the fact that there's cooperative and competitive multiplayer built in. That's going to be really, really cool. The only thing that gets me a little worried is latency because you know it's going to be there. That's
the thing about platforming that was good. You know, it's interesting to think about that. But I mean, I guess we'll see. Maybe they finally figured out Mario Online, and that's why we're going to see it now. I don't know.
Especially because it's 2D. I mean, I feel like that makes it easier. Is the fact that it's just like, all right, there you go. You play it, have fun.
Yeah, but if you're not, I guess if you're not like host though, you'll feel a bit of latency when you press a button.
Let's just clear it out. There's going to be probably latency when you're playing multiplayer. When you're playing the regular game online, there's not going to be any latency.
Yeah.
I don't want to freak people out over here.
I'm okay with that. I'm so happy with them even having it. I'm okay with it not being like the most crystal perfect experience. I'm just thrilled it's there.
Yeah,
That's true.
I think something else that's great about this, like there's so much to talk about the great stuff in Mario Maker 2 because they really outdid themselves in 15 minutes. But the fact of that there's a story mode in this game, which is big by itself because that's something that the first game didn't have, and it was like you either make the levels or you play the levels. It's up to you what you want to do. This is like, all right, so you're basically getting a huge Mario game, a brand new Mario game with brand new Nintendo-made levels of different iterations of games, 100 levels in the game already that Nintendo made.
Yeah,
brand new Mario game.
That's the same excuse people gave the 3DS version when they took out the whole online bit. They're like, but you got 100 new levels made by Nintendo, and then you realize you could beat them in an hour and a half.
But
and
that's still a full Mario game, regardless. But this is going to have levels from so many different games. It's going to be great. It's going to be so cool.
It looks like you build up a castle, right?
Yeah.
Does it look like you're doing?
That hub world is a fully rendered 3D, space.
You know what my question is?
3D confirmed. Okay, sorry.
Where are the skins?
Yeah, the mystery mushrooms. We haven't seen a single mystery mushroom so far.
That's the kind of stuff I want to see.
Maybe they're saving that as like a surprise.
They've got to be, because how could they leave out the mystery mushrooms? Every single amiibo needs some sort of compatibility.
We saw that creepy big ass toadette. I mean, after that, we don't need any skins.
The toads look super weird.
I think Treehouse at E3 will be shown quite a.
Now, how many skins were in the regular Mario Maker?
Every amiibo. So whatever that is.
Wait a minute.
Other ones. There was all sorts of crazy shit.
Does that mean that Joker's gonna be in it then?
Fuck Joker.
Probably.
You go to Joker when you could have went to Simon Belmont. Like,
what about? No, you guys
Panic.
are overlooking the Monster Hunter Japanese.
Dark Souls.
The Dark Souls. That'd be your characters just
I went Dark
running
Souls,
around the whole time, the whole level.
Praise the link. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like they're saving that. I mean, they have the whole treehouse. They might do some.
I
stuff
feel like they're just
with
not done with it, with the mystery mushrooms, because that's a lot to develop. But also in the first game, the mystery mushrooms only worked on the Mario 1 play style. So maybe they're trying to get it to work across all the first 4 play styles, because if you share assets between all of them, and that's going to take a lot of time to figure that out.
Well, plus they had it. They released different skins as the game went on.
Yeah.
Could you imagine 3D world, but like you could have the 3D characters on the amiibo skins?
That's an extra play style. They don't want to do that much.
That's what I'm saying. But like, could you imagine like that? That would literally be insane. Like that's Nintendo seal of quality right there.
But then you'll have the Pokemon Company come in and say you can't have 3D Pikachu because we didn't give you sound effects in Mario Maker 1 because we're an evil corporation.
Okay, bro.
Hey, it's true. I mean, Pikachu. We just thought they did. Yeah.
They just hire Ryan Reynolds to come in for a little bit. It's Detective Pikachu. Fooled you. Well, there's a Detective Pikachu amiibo. So yeah, there you go. Let's get Ryan Reynolds in the game.
Let me ask you this, Bob, to close out with Mario Maker 2 as we have to get on some of the other stuff. What was the biggest feature that you saw outside of slopes? Because you already pointed that out last time.
Oh, they made a huge deal about slopes.
Was there? Again. Yeah, I feel like they were like. They wanted to do it just because you kept asking for them, Bob, and they were like, "Oh, we're just gonna do this for like 30 seconds straight."
Everybody else asked for that.
What was there any feature that stuck out to you that you were like, "Yeah, this is gonna be really big"?
I mean, obviously the extra play styles.
Yeah.
My favorite feature is that you can thumbs down levels.
Oh, wait, you couldn't show your disappointment for levels before?
No, you can only star levels.
Oh, come on.
If you didn't like a level, you just don't star it.
A lot of people like that thumbs down button, man. That's a shame.
It's really important because I mean, like if you play a level and it's like just straight bullshit, you need to be able to tell other people this level's straight bullshit. Yeah. Also, they added like Miiverse style functionality. Like when the Miiverse died, it got rid of all the comments that were in Super Mario Maker levels. Right. So people would like call out where things were. And now that functionality is built into Super Mario Maker 2.
Oh, Sean,
I'm not reading that.
Jordan,
come on, Jordan, you gotta do it. Read it, Jordan.
God. I don't want. All right.
Well, it's for Sean. It looks like.
So yeah.
Hey, Sean.
Jordan's uncle.
I'm a classic guy with premium taste. Any update on your premium snaps? I am anticipating a huge run on KY Jelly at Walgreens when the first nudes drop. Should I stock up now
Well, that's just for when YouTube starts to go south. Like I think that's going to be my first thing that I try. To get going in the world of the internet. So it just sort of depends. It's an ebb and flow sort of thing.
Okay.
But
If Premium Snap doesn't work out, Tumblr's come. You can get like a Tumblr blog or something.
Okay, I mean this in the straightest way
Tumblr's
possible.
getting people in trouble out here, man.
So is it like one price and you flash me, a separate price and you touch it, or how are we gonna do? Okay, we're done.
Separate price and you touch it.
There goes no
That's
Patreon.
big-
You ruined it. You
That's
ruined it.
big
for 'em.
business right there.
Whoa.
I was
True business.
So we were talking about Mario Maker 2 for a second there. I see Bob. I thought the on-off switches were like the coolest part.
That's also really cool. But we saw that in the last trailer.
Yeah, but they mixed all kinds of stuff in, man. They were moving walls. They were doing. They were
they
changing
can-
like paths and stuff. It was cool.
Yeah, they can change tracks. That's gonna change a lot because right now people use like P blocks and coins to make doors, but this things can pass through freely.
See, people were like improvising back then, man. Jeez. All right.
They won't take this much improvisation when you're doing.
Oh, and you can
levels now.
you can scroll the screen too.
Yeah, you can auto scroll the screen and set the path.
See, man,
There's
that's
a
some
lot.
crazy
There's a
stuff.
lot that they added.
Yeah, that 15 minutes was packed. I was like, how are they going to fill 15 minutes? Then it was like
But
ridiculous
there's still
amounts of stuff.
so many questions.
It was a solid 15 minutes of fun.
At least we got to know what multiplayer is going to be like, because that was
Yeah.
the biggest question mark.
Yes. And look, and you can search for tags.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff going on. You could probably have like an entire like podcast just on Mario Maker 2
And
right now.
Nintendo was surprisingly they were updating the game a lot when the first one came out. And
Okay, so this is
they were
probably gonna be a lot
not
of
good
updates
at
then.
online at all back then. So I think that there's going to be a lot even after the
How
game
much?
comes out.
How much did the first one sell? Does anyone know off the top of
Yeah.
their head?
800 million?
6 million.
6 million. Oh wow, geez, yeah. This one's gonna crush that.
In a day.
It's
In
gonna
a
be,
day?
dude.
Yeah.
This thing's gonna probably pass 10 million pretty quick. This is gonna be a 10 million seller really fast,
Well,
I think.
So there's no secret. Mario Maker is my favorite Wii U game. Like, not even joking. It is my very favorite Wii U game. I think that this is going to possibly do the same thing. I think it is. I think it's going to take over.
Bob, how do we? All right, so building levels. I'm gonna be honest. I'm worried it's gonna be a little clunky in docked mode. And I because of course before you had the Wii U tablet where you could use touch and everything.
Right.
Are you concerned about how it's going to control building levels?
No, I think they
With
changed the UI to accommodate that. You got like a weapon wheel sort of thing to like choose different items and stuff. You can use the Joy-Con as like a cursor, kind of like you would.
You can
like
do
a
that
Wiimote.
because Dreams does that with the PS4 controller, and I thought about that. I said if they have gyro with it, then it actually would be a little easier, probably.
I think a lot of people are just going to use a regular controller and have a fine time just using the analog sticks. Honestly,
Cool.
It's all I ever use. I did it for Little Big Planet. I'll do it for this. I don't care.
So I want other people to build the levels, and I can just play them.
Yeah, I just want to play them.
I don't feel like doing all that crap.
There will be plenty. There will be limitless levels for you to
Yeah,
play.
it's gonna
That's
be
the
crazy.
best part about it.
Dude, when that day comes, I think that it comes out, it's going to be ridiculous online on Twitch, on YouTube. Everyone's gonna be playing it and posting levels, and I think most of the people on this podcast will probably be
And
doing
that's
that
just
too.
free marketing.
I kind of want to do a day where maybe if we can, I want to try and get a couple SpawnCast people together and we stream it maybe a week or two after it comes out, and we stream fan creations. Like,
Oh, that'd be fun.
I did that with Mario Maker 1.
Yeah, like I feel like SpawnCast Creations is what we could call it, and I feel like I don't know. We have really creative people in our audience. That seems like it'd be a freaking blast.
Yeah, we can play everyone's levels and try to get through them. That'd be fun.
Your mom Ted's gonna make some really good levels.
They're gonna be
would be like the squad stream. If we can do that, that would be amazing. But that's only on Twitch.
On Twitch, yeah.
Yeah.
Squad streams are dope.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. We could do that. That'd be cool. Any final thoughts on Mario Maker 2 before we move on?
It has a story mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There will be hentai levels, definitely. Get rid of that.
That's just the plus. That's just the bonus that you get.
Yeah,
It's the pre-order bonus.
that's included with the price. It's spanking. You just get that. It's under the cover.
Evan, you want to hit us with a Discord question?
We got Loki G's talking about since Switch passed the PlayStation 4 in Japan, that's only about 8 million systems or so compared to the 90 million total everywhere else. Is it mostly just for bragging rights, or is there something else going on considering PlayStation is going to reset its totals anyway soon with the PS5?
You mean for the Switch selling more than the PlayStation 4 in Japan?
Yeah, like is it just for bragging rights at that point, just for the Japan thing? Like,
Isn't that sales of any region?
So I would say it's bragging rights, but it's also an important yardstick. Like, yes, they revealed that because it's interesting bragging rights, but I also think it's showing a testament of the fact that certain parts of the world, the Switch is God. And I think that's what they were trying to say with that.
I think it's just the normal thing that, I mean, they just showed that they've always been doing the sales, right? So it's not like Nintendo announced it or anything like that. So it wasn't like it was like an official announcement from Sony or Nintendo or whatever the case was. It's just the normal sales that we get every single week. But the big difference, I think, what changes it, definitely from what I've been hearing, is Japanese developers for sure are starting to include Switch version very earlier on. There's been a lot of games that were only on PlayStation now coming over that were in the smaller tier, like Disaster Report or whatever 4. That's coming over. Stuff like Sword Art Online, Fatal Bullet. Sword Art Online's never been on Nintendo system before, like never before, right? And that's coming over to the Switch. There's stuff like God Eater. They didn't even tell us to port beg for God Eater. They just did it because they're seeing the sales in Japan. Nintendo's never had a God Eater game before, so you guys have to think about all the impact of stuff like that. Think about like all those different games that I just mentioned. They've never been on Nintendo systems before, and now they're all getting ported over fairly quickly without asking us to port beg for some of them. So I think that's the impact right there, is that we start seeing the games come over quicker.
A lot of that was also just due to the fact that the Vita's gone. Sony didn't replace it. The PlayStation 4 isn't a good market for those type of games, and these developers really had nowhere else to go, and the Switch filled that Vita market. But I mean, the big players like Capcom and Sega, they're focusing their efforts towards Western development. That's why you saw something like Monster Hunter World happen. They were targeting the West. The Japanese market took well to the Switch because they still love portable gaming, and that was the only place they could go to get it. So the success in Japan is more telling of their market and how they're moving away from traditional home consoles, right? And how different their reception is to gaming as a whole than the Western markets.
Basically, if you like Japanese-based games, you're gonna get quite a few of them on the Switch probably going forward now. So there you go. Let's move over to the Sony and Microsoft partnership. I assume everybody saw this because it was all over Twitter. It was all over gaming news sites. It was everywhere. Sony and Microsoft reached a partnership to develop cloud gaming going forward, apparently.
Whoopity-doo!
Which means that now the Xbox is dead and every Xbox game is on the PlayStation, right? That's what this means, right?
Stadia, be scared.
Their announcement also read that apparently Sony gaming services would also be moving over to Microsoft data centers and servers, apparently. So I guess that just means they're going to move away from like Amazon servers and use Microsoft's data centers and Azure and xCloud and everything now.
They probably reached a sweet deal for that, and that's why they're doing all this.
I do think 100%. I do think that we may see a version of PlayStation Now on Xbox, and I do think that there will be a version of Game Pass on PS4. It may not be everything. It may not be everything, but I imagine that if they can stream those games, get additional membership money without actually giving up an exclusive, I don't think that's completely outside the realm of possibility.
Interesting. I'm curious because Nate, you talked about this before as well. It was pretty obvious because there are a lot of rumors about Microsoft going everywhere with Game Pass. They were trying to get their service on everything, including the PlayStation, was the rumor.
Yeah, they looked into. They had some. There were discussions.
They put feelers out.
They were putting feelers to Sony about Game Pass. They also went to Nintendo. But even with Azure and other cloud services, Microsoft has been talking to Nintendo about them too. They've talked to other game developers. So Microsoft is doing, it's very obvious what they're doing. They are selling services. This is no different than when they brought Word and their Office to Apple products.
Yes.
Microsoft wants to sell their services because they're offering a better product than the competitors. Sony saw this and they're going to sign up because Microsoft is offering something better than Amazon.
Yeah, exactly. I think their price is better. I actually think their service, because it's a bit more gaming centric with xCloud being developed, is probably set up better for things like PlayStation Now. And what we could possibly eventually get with something like Nintendo's Switch is just straight up gaming streaming, like we've seen with like Assassin's Creed in Japan, for example, and Resident Evil. So if that's a thing here, and Microsoft has it all set up with their data centers in Azure and everything, then you're going to get probably a better service overall than what they would have had with what's Amazon stuff called AWS.
Yeah,
yeah. So you're probably just going to get better service overall. It's just very interesting to see, like, you know, head of Microsoft and head of PlayStation shaking hands, and they're like, "Hey, you're going to have these servers for PlayStation now, so your download speeds won't be terrible."
And an official press release on a Microsoft website complimenting how good Sony technology is, because that was part of the middle section of that. It was just so crazy. Like, what bizarro world.
It is weird, isn't it? It's just strange. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how far, because apparently that's going to keep developing. They haven't announced every single thing for it, but it's just Microsoft's just going to make, basically Microsoft's going to make a lot of money off of Nintendo and Sony at this point. If Nintendo, which we assume is signing on as well, going forward.
That's a discussion going on, but I mean, what's weird is, what do people find so like shocking about this? Is it just because Microsoft has Xbox? And now they're working with like, this isn't actually anything about the Xbox brand. This is just Microsoft, a company who has their hands in tons of different services.
Right.
It's the imaginary lines of the sand. These have never really existed, but gamers have constantly divided people up into these huge towers, and that Nintendo has this army of fans, and over here is Sony trying to get these super serious single-player focused games like The Last of Us and stuff. Like, we've divided everything up into these lines that do not exist. So when these companies get together and smoke some cigarettes and come up with crazy plans like, what if Halo actually banged my friend Uncharted? You know, like, that blows our mind.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't realize, like at E3 and stuff, a lot of these heads of Sony and Microsoft, like Phil Spencer and Shuhei Yoshida and stuff, they go out to dinner and stuff at E3 all the time. Like, it's not weird to see them out, you know, discussing business and stuff, or just even going out and, you know, hey, we're back together once a year for E3. Why don't we go out and get some food or something? That's not weird to see. And it happens, but I think it's just like Max is saying, there are, like, you know, fanboy wars and stuff that make this shocking and over the top. Like, I think there were discussions of people saying that God of War was going to show up on the Xbox and Forza was going to show up on PlayStation.
Console wars are ending, man.
None of that's happening, obviously. But
that was the rumor. Somebody was spreading misinformation last year and saying Horizon Zero Dawn was being ported to the Xbox.
Yeah,
One
none of
X.
that's happening.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
I mean, I once heard a rumor of where that Nintendo was porting Breath of the Wild to the PS4 because they couldn't get it to run on the Switch right.
That was a classic.
I mean, unbelievable. What type of rumor is that?
A classic rumor, baby.
I heard
even
Mario
good
Maker's
fact
coming
levels
to
bad.
the Apple Store for your iPhone.
right there you go.
It's coming,
Mario
guys.
Run 2, baby.
Mario Run 3, they're skipping 2.
You guys think this is also a response to Google Stadia?
It's a safe. If anything, it would be a safety net.
Yeah, I don't know
yeah.
about a response, but they
Like,
definitely have something in place.
What is this cloud stuff going to do? Are people going to gravitate towards it? If they are, then we should have a plan in mind. Like, that's literally all this is like a future plan.
Basically, Sony was either going to invest and build their own data centers with, you know, tens of billions of dollars, or they were just going to get servers from Microsoft. And they were like, well, let's see how this goes. We'll sign a contract for X amount of years with Microsoft, then we'll just use theirs. And like you're saying, so Sean, they're just seeing how it all goes.
This is totally turning into like the Avengers here. It
made for a
Thanos
flashy headline, you know.
Yeah,
Well,
it does.
well, remember I thought it was really interesting. Remember they caught Shuhei Yoshida sneaking out of the back of the Google Stadia event, and they were talking to him, and they said, "Dude, does Stadia worry you?" And he said, "It's something we need to worry about in the future." Like his thing was like, "I don't think the technology's here yet, but we need to be prepped." And I think that this could be part of that prep.
that could have just been like for face to be like, "Oh, we're not worried," but
Yeah,
he probably was like in his head. He's like, "Oh shit,
right.
we gotta get to work."
Yeah.
Sean, your raccoon's leaving.
I saw That's actually one of the pictures I posted on Twitter.
The raccoon's apparently from Canada too. Damn.
What's the raccoon's voice?
Where's my evening snack? While you're at it, leave me a smoke next time, bitch. Ricky the raccoon with $5 Canadian. Okay.
He travels quite a way for the bread.
For the bread.
I dropped a link into the chat over there, guys, so you have it.
Ooh.
That has the E3 floor plans if you want to pop those up real quick.
Activision has no booth.
Activision does not have a booth. That is correct. Which is
Dang, now they
interesting.
can't show a Spyro on the Switch.
There's an interesting story about Activision as well. I'll probably talk about that at some point. coming
Zippo
up,
for Spiral on
But yes, there we have what do we have? The East Hall. Is anyone here going to E3?
Me.
Bob is. Okay, cool. Well, you're going to want to look at these if you haven't already then. There's an East Hall and a West Hall. What's interesting about these is there's no Activision, there's no EA. Neither of them are there. I guess I can drop this into the here, I'll drop this into the
EA said they're still having like their own
there you go
kind of thing though, right?
Yeah, they have EA Play.
Oh, that's E3 esports. Oh, I can't read. Never mind. Ignore me.
So there's no EA. They're gonna have their own EA Play though, and they're only doing Saturday for the streams. So Sunday they'll still do stuff. Bob, if you want to go and play Jedi Fallen Order, you can. But Saturday is gonna be the only day that they stream games like Jedi, FIFA, Skate 4, Madden,
Yes.
all that, all those. But if you look at the stuff there. It looks like Nintendo, Sean, you pointed out, Nintendo's right across from Sega. But Nintendo's in their same spot. And it looks like they just broke up Sony's booth area, basically, between Unreal Garden at E3, E3 Networking Lounge, apparently, My Arcade, GameSpot.
Don't they? Doesn't Nintendo always have that same spot?
Yeah.
They do,
That
yeah.
looks like the same area, yeah.
Yes, but like right across from it, where you have all those other ones.
That's
like,
usually Sony, yeah.
That's all Sony usually. So usually right across. So yeah, no.
Thank God,
Sony.
though. Facebook Gaming's there.
Yeah, that was weird too. I was like, what?
Facebook
like-
Gaming's been at every convention so far.
I know they've been hitting a lot, even though I know they like started shrinking down on the original content they wanted. They just want to focus on certain live streams.
Farmville, yeah.
Yeah, they're still Farmville. Yeah, they're a huge community. Yeah, my grandma's part of it. She's top streamer, actually.
Sega,
Tips for life here for farms. Oh,
Sega
sorry.
has a nice little spot there though, right next to Nintendo. So that's cool.
I think that used to be Atlas.
Atlas is in the. Is Atlas in the? Are they in the East Hall? Am I thinking wrong? I don't think so. No, Capcom, Epic, Bethesda, THQ Nordic has a little spot there. I don't see anything about Atlas there though that I'm seeing on the South Hall. I'm sorry.
Or aren't those published by Sega? All those Atlas games.
Atlas,
Yes.
Sega owns
Maybe
Atlas.
that's-
but-
Yes, yeah, Atlas would be at Sega. Sometimes I thought I've seen them with their own occasional like smaller.
Yeah, they used to actually be kind of next to Nintendo.
Yeah, I
couple
thought
years
so.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when you were walking in, like right when you walked in, Atlas used to be right over there to the right, and they would show people doing like their dancing stuff sometimes, or like their whatever.
The Persona
or,
dancing all night. That's the only reason why I remember.
Or
where
they
were.
had like their, I think 2014 they had their like, what was it, Persona Ultimax game or whatever, the fighting game. They had it right there. People were playing. So yeah, Atlas is usually right there, but they're not there right this time.
Yeah, so interesting there, but it's a little odd. I was looking over the floor plans. And I was like, man, it's so weird that there's no Sony or Microsoft on these floor plans, and it's literally just Nintendo on these floor plans.
Super Soul Bros has their own booth.
Oh, what?
Wow,
Look at
that's a lot of money to waste.
Maybe they were given the booth though.
Why doesn't Microsoft have?
They're at the their own convention center thing.
Yeah,
They're the
Right.
whole
Why
thing.
isn't it-
Last year they had like this whole separate thing, like a bar, like right down, like this whole area rented out.
Why is it so impossible to see all the small things? Like that's what I'm interested
You gotta
in.
you gotta zoom in.
Enhance.
Hold control and mouse wheel up.
Ah,
God, he's a hacker.
The wonders of technology.
I got you, man.
Sean's got his face like right up against the monitor.
Since you were going to E3, if you talk to if you talk to Square Enix and they are doing a demo for the Final Fantasy VII Remake, if you can record some demo footage for me and send it to me, I will do it. I will suck your. I mean, I will. I want some footage, man.
I'm excited for the arcade one-up booth.
It got real quiet. I
I was hoping
apologize.
for more
I
awkward.
was
That would
pondering
be
if
great.
I need to go to E3.
Bob was thinking about it, man.
Do I have to play Final Fantasy though? Can I just,
Bob, what are you hitting first? When
What do you
hit them,
think
Bob?
I'm hitting first?
Are you
He wants to get that dick sucked. So he's
Yeah, man. No, I'm beelining it to Mario Maker, y'all.
Mario
Get
Maker?
in line on day one and play it day 3. It'll be great.
Yeah.
That's
Last
what-
2 years, I've been waiting online for 3 hours to play.
Did you get your what is it called, the warp pipe thing? Did you get that?
The warp pipe thing. What
I don't
Your
know.
special pass.
Apparently, it gets you through the line faster, from what
They
I've
haven't-
gathered.
they haven't
I don't know if
started
that's
it
a thing yet.
It's not a thing yet, but you'll be able to get it. There'll be more details soon. So
Ah.
make sure you get it. Make sure you get it, Bob. Otherwise,
I
you're gonna be
will.
in freaking line forever.
I'm doing my best.
Oh my gosh, my legs! You build leg muscles when you go to E3, man. Like, cause you're gonna be standing the whole time, man.
If everyone gets the warp pipe deal, wouldn't it be faster not to use it?
Whoa.
Yeah,
Not
the warp
everybody's
pipe
eligible.
line's all backed up, and you just go, "Oh, there's no one."
You're
in
like
the
an
regular line."
appointment.
I don't think
So
everybody's
fun.
eligible for it.
Okay.
I think it's media more like it. So
Yeah. There's
Well,
Must need to get that hour.
last year for Smash Brothers, they had I think it was for everybody, and you
okay.
just had to be first come first serve.
Bob,
Oh,
did you
yeah.
did you
You might be
apply?
right about
Did you
that.
apply for media, Bob?
I got media through E3 for this.
Oh,
one.
you're okay then. You don't have to worry about all that. You'll get behind like the velvet rope and everything.
Not Nintendo. They don't give a.
But you got that media hour though.
not
What? What are you
Nintendo's,
talking about?
though.
You
Oh,
get an
in the
extra-
beginning, of the
yeah.
day.
You get an extra hour, so I would beeline it before.
Yeah.
I mean, your usual suspects are going to be there, like already, like ahead of time. But
When I did Mario
The game's
Odyssey,
fun.
I got there the second it opened, and I was online for 3 hours anyway.
Oh,
Jeez.
the way it works with warp pipe name is you schedule your time.
Yeah.
Just shank people.
yeah,
Wow.
get a fork from the cafeteria. Just
Exactly.
Let me make this clear. SpawnCast does not acknowledge any sort of violence.
Yeah, I mean it's just a suggestion, but
yeah, there's nothing wrong with the suggestion.
That cafeteria is overpriced.
Suggest
man.
to them that you're going to shank.
Okay.
Some dude got stabbed at Comic-Con over a chair a couple years ago. Someone stole their
Smart.
seat when they got up, and the person came back and stabbed him.
You know what SpawnCast
feel
does
safe, man.
suggest though? For $1, you get 3 months of Game Pass.
We didn't talk about Game
There it
Pass.
is, baby.
Here it is. Yeah, you get for $1. You can enjoy an entire summer of Game Pass.
An entire summer, you could go out, go outside, see the sun. Gross, Pfft, stupid. Don't do that. $1, 3 months, 100+ games. Just Cause 4, Crackdown 3, Fable 3. Are you kidding me? It's a great deal. But they're taking KOTOR off, which kind of sucks.
That's dumb.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
a bunch of games getting removed.
Yeah, it's kind of
17
stupid.
games.
But there's still a lot of other good games on there. Not Crackdown 3, but it's on there though.
Ooh,
I heard the multiplayer for that's terrible. I could technically start it up, but
it's so bad.
I'm not doing that. I'm not
What's
doing
the
that to
point?
my Xbox.
What's the point at that point?
I respect my Xbox a bit.
There's like no one playing it, I heard.
Nah, no one's playing it. Well, I
That
mean,
means you could be number one.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if they've updated it. Like, I don't know if there's matchmaking with friends. There was no party like lobbies. I don't know if that's even there because I haven't started it up. But
I highly doubt it.
I might just to see if it's there. Because if it's not, I'll just
Look,
yeah.
hey, Spawnway, there's some good news. There's only going to be like 10 people online, so if you and I get online at the same time, there's like an 80% chance we'll be in the same freaking team anyways.
They probably
A
got
lot
to
of
the point
math.
where they were gonna program it, and then they looked at just like the
I
game. And
did-
were like, nah, we don't need.
I'll tell you
They
what
have
is on
17
there.
players.
I'll tell you what is on there for Game Pass that's worth picking up is the original. Not the original, but Prey.
They
is
have Prey on there?
Yes, Prey's on there. I downloaded it,
Okay.
played it. That
Prey,
game's awesome.
the intro is the only great part of that game.
Oh, that's so weird. Oh my
What about the canceled Prey 2 that I really
What,
wanted?
dude? Prey is awesome.
Prey is great.
I didn't like Prey. I like the intro. Look, okay, Prey was universally considered mediocre. Anyway,
What's it?
so
Well, if the Metacritics, I can spit in your mouth. Let's see here.
please go. Please go.
Spit in his mouth.
I
Do
do know review. I know it didn't review great.
Well, let's see the official hard numbers here. 82.
Oh, that's not bad.
Bullshit.
That's not bad.
Better than Rage.
It's
so
Pretty
I don't
good.
know.
Yeah, it's not
82
bad
on
rating.
PC, 84 on Xbox One.
See, I liked Prey. Prey is fun. Prey is
Wait,
good.
Sean, you know that the remake of whatever they did with Prey that actually reviewed well. That I think that was common knowledge, right? I thought you guys were
Prey-
joking around when you.
Prey on the Xbox 360 is what we're talking about, correct?
No,
Oh, on the
I
X.
thought we were talking about the remake.
No,
the
the
new
Prey.
game.
about the
No, 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 no.
original Prey.
No. I'm talking about Prey, the original Prey.
Yeah, don't worry about Prey. Only
no,
thing that was
dude.
interesting about Prey was that Prey 2 was going to be like Blade
No,
Runner.
the only interesting thing about Prey was the beginning where they're sucking you up in the ship.
Yes,
and
that's what I'm
they're-
talking
yeah.
about. That was
Isn't that?
awesome.
I think that's where I live too. I think that's actually in Richardson, Texas, or some shit. They're on the radio talking about like, oh, Texas is getting abducted. Yeah, this game
Sean-
sucks dick.
Sean, did you play Prey, the one that's out on the Xbox One right now?
I did not.
Dude,
Right.
all right, so download it. The first half hour to an hour should hook you because it has this crazy moment in it that kind of freaks you out.
But
Okay.
Prey on the 360 has a 79 on Metacritic.
With that, I just looked it up. That blows my fucking mind.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's not an 80, so it's terrible.
It's
Yeah.
that's a little bit tainted, guys. There was a lot of allegations about paying for reviews and things like that. Just to let you guys know.
Here's a great: the Detroit Free Press, who I go to look for all my video game reviews, gave the game a 10 out of 10. Prey, the original for the 360.
There were a lot of a lot of stuff with that game in terms of the reviews. So just keep that in mind with the original.
I would check out the one that's on the Xbox One on Game Pass, Sean. It's good. It's worth checking out at least. Play it for like half an hour, just to get to the moment that I'm talking about. You'll know it when you see it, and let me know what you think.
Does it have Heart on the soundtrack like the
Yes.
Prey on the 360 did?
I'm gonna lie and say yes because you should play the game.
Okay.
I would try it out.
Iron Maiden 2. Sure, whatever lie you need to hear.
Iron
Judas
Maiden
Priest.
2.
Judas Priest, yeah.
Set it to download and check it out, Sean, and see what you think.
Okay.
Let me know. It's a cool game. It is. Oh, speaking of which, Sean, Genesis Mini.
Yes. Holy crap.
Hit me with that. You know what game I'm talking about. There's some other cool games on there, but what's the big one that just got
Wily
announced?
Wars.
The Wily Wars. What happened here? How did this happen?
I don't know. It's the first. It was
Bob is confused right now.
The hell?
It released on an AT Games handheld console.
Terrible,
back in,
terrible console.
Yeah, but this is the first time, aside from that it's actually been released in North America. So it's sort of like I saw some people on Twitter saying it's kind of like the Star Fox 2 moment for the Sega Genesis Mini, which I mean, to some extent, yeah, like it's pretty crazy. It's I actually gave one person a hint. They were asking me if there was any crazy games before my video went up, and I said, a good friend of mine. I was like, it's probably the most common Genesis Repro cart, and he was like, "Say no more, fam."
Yeah, that's the only Genesis Repro card I have is that.
Dude, it is awesome though. That I played that on the Sega channel back in the day because they did put it on the Sega channel. And I remember playing it, and then it went away, and I was really sad because the Sega channel was something else back then. But that was one of the games on there that you couldn't buy in stores.
Has anybody tried to like homebrew the Sega channel yet? Like create their own server?
Somebody did a little bit.
I think someone might be actually working on that now, believe it or not, which is interesting.
So I'm very interested in that.
Yeah. But yes, it was really cool to see that. I think they're going all out here, and they still have 10 more games to announce.
Yep. And the fact that you can use the Retrobit 6-button controllers, I know a lot of people were worried about that. There are a lot of people that are pissed off.
That should have 6-button controllers.
Right, and I mean, you're totally correct, but at least there is the option. And you got Street Fighter 2.
Oh gosh, Street Fighter 2 with a 3-button.
Yeah,
you hold start, don't you? Like, isn't that how it works?
Yeah, you hold start to go from.
Oh my god!
Your light.
Wow.
That
You know
makes
what they
sense.
say.
Sure.
You know what they say, Sega does what PlayStation don't,
Dude,
That's
oh my gosh, PlayStation's about to get pushed around by Sega when it comes to making a plug-and-play system.
It's just sad at this point. It's like PlayStation thought they can get away with just such laziness, and Sega's like, we're going to give you Wily Wars. And it's like, oh, that by itself.
That's
completely.
Because they had to have worked something out with Capcom for that. That's crazy.
Sega almost screwed the pooch by letting At Games do it.
Oh yeah,
that
I'm
would've
glad.
been-
Now
They
I'm
were this
really
close to
glad that
ruining everything.
they kicked him to the curb. I'm glad they did that.
Yeah,
now.
then they saw how Sony went down. They're just like,
Yeah,
let's
they're like, we
actually
gotta
take
think
some
about this.
time
Bob,
about this.
they got M2 on this thing, man.
Yeah.
M2.
Yep.
Dude, yeah, they're the ones who did the
yeah.
Sonic.
I thought you were
Sonic
talking about a
Switch.
game. I was like, I don't know what the hell
Well,
game it is.
I don't even remember M1.
M2 just did the Castlevania collection, which is like a perfect port. So I mean, their track record is solid.
They also
Should have
did
had
the Secret
customizable controls.
They did the Secret of Mana collection too.
And they did virtual racing on the Sega Ages collection for
Yeah.
the Nintendo Switch, which some people refused to buy it in the Japanese eShop.
Did you
And I'm like,
did you buy it?
yeah, fuck yeah, I did. My Sega guy could only get me a European or North American code, and I was like, "When is it coming out?" He was like, "I don't know." I was like, "Fuck you, I'm buying it from Japan." Then he was like, "Okay."
Well, Sean, when you show up at too many games, bring it with you, right? And we'll do 8-player. We will do 8-player split screen in tabletop mode.
Everyone, bring your Joy-Cons.
You gotta film it. It'll be the only time it's ever happened. Let's be clear about that.
I see some people saying Sonic the Hedgehog 3 needs to be on the Sega Genesis Mini. I honestly don't think Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is going to be on there because
Which is
I think
unfortunate.
Sonic and Knuckles for sure. I think will be one of the final 10 games. But yeah, Sonic the
It'd
Hedgehog.
be weird if it was Knuckles and not 3.
Yeah,
I
but
think they would just leave them both off.
Is it still the music thing?
Yeah, it's. I mean, all of a sudden, a popular pop artist who was heavily rumored to have done the soundtrack for the game passes away, and then all of a sudden, you never see Sonic 3 on anything else. Coincidence? No, not a coincidence. It's probably tied up in his estate or some shit like that. So, R.I.P. Michael Jackson. Thank you for the
spoilers. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, that's why you don't see Sonic 3 get re-released on everything anymore. When Michael Jackson was alive, you saw it all the time.
I'm gonna be honest. I looked at this and I said they should have saved Wily Wars for the last 10, unless they have something really big like saved.
I think they do.
Wily Wars 2.
No, bigger. The last. There's gonna be
us.
There's gonna be I'm gonna give you one solid hint. It's the only thing I'll say. I can't say anything else. It is stuff you literally have never seen before.
Oh,
Seaman
cool.
2.
Okay. So it's probably an unreleased game then. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, that thing's gonna fucking it's gonna make Sega a lot of money, and they deserve it because you know what, Sega. You know, as much as we love Sega, well, some of us more than others, they tend to half-ass a lot of shit sometimes. But it seems like they're actually putting blood, sweat, and tears and effort into this fucking thing. So
well, good because we need a Saturn Mini, we need a Dreamcast Mini.
I mean, if this sells, I think they'll do more mini consoles. They've actually said things along those lines. If the Genesis Mini does well, we'll explore other consoles. I'd love to see, do a Game Gear Master System one. Do a Saturn. Do a Dreamcast. Like, why the fuck not,
dude? If M2 rolled in and got Sega Saturn stuff working, that would be crazy.
I don't think they would have. Did you watch My Life in Gaming's thing on M2?
No,
I saw they put it up. I haven't watched it. That's today, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Did it come out today?
I saw it getting retweeted a lot. I just got home, but yeah, I saw people sharing it a lot. Apparently, it's great.
Like you really learn like how they handle things. So I think they could do anything.
Well, the Saturn is like one of the worst systems to have to emulate. So if they can figure it out, that'd be amazing.
It is coming along pretty decently though. Like the Polymega supposedly.
I'll believe that thing when I see it.
No,
I'm gonna be honest.
That's true.
Polymega actually did an interview with Bob from Retro RGB. We met him at Long Island Retro. And Bob was very, very outspoken about it. Like, this thing's a scam, this thing's bought this, that, and the other. And they actually did an interview on Bob's website about it. And Bob's now sort of, after talking with them and actually getting, the technical information side of it, he's actually, somewhat thinks it's pretty legit. So
they have reached out to me privately, and I think I may getting a chance to play it relatively soon. It sounds like they have a couple working prototypes, and they said that they might be flying around with them, so they might be doing a thing in Dallas soon. So I'll get a chance to play it in a hotel room for an hour. Is like the rough talk. We'll see if it actually materializes. And one of the things I want to do is I want to be able to bring my own games, and I want to see that this is an actual thing and not just an emulator laptop.
Whoa. The M2 video goes up tomorrow on their channel.
Okay, cool.
But they got the teaser thing that sort of gives you a little bit of a thing. But yeah, I think the Polymega will be okay.
Well,
it was shown that the Polymega, all the footage that they showed, that was from PC emulators, right? Didn't somebody find that out?
So yes, but now they've been countering those tweets and saying, "Oh, it's a giant misunderstanding. And actually, this filter looks simulated because we had to make it look." They have a bunch of excuses, but personally, I believe the people who are debunking it. I believe the people who are saying like, "These are simulated screenshots. These aren't accurate." So,
well, I'll say this to Polymega. All right, the people over at the Sega system that came out, the Sega NT.
Oh, the analog.
The analog. They had no problem sending me their system and letting me open it up. So hey, Polymega, you want to send the system over and I'll rip it apart. I'll even send it back to you if you want.
This guy's the opener guy.
So send it over. Analog was super happy to do that. Opened it up, checked it out, and everything. Everything was nice and clean in there. So I'll even pack it back up and send it back, Polymega, if you need your system back. But send it over, and I'll check it out.
You heard it here first.
And if it's good, I will tell everyone it's good.
And if it's not, he will also do that.
I will also do that. I have
50-50 gamble.
I have severed times as companies.
I mean, it shouldn't be a gamble at all. It should just be good.
So,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. If it's good, yeah, there you go. Send it over. No, we'll take a look at it. Those are actually all our topics. I have to go through some of the super chats here, but Evan, we got Discord questions you want to go through real quick?
Whatever happened with the Witcher 3 Switch rumor?
Good question.
It is still a rumor, I believe, right?
It's a switcher. Okay, I'm done.
Because that was that retail listing, right, that went up, and people were like, "Can that actually work?" And a lot of people weren't sure, and that's kind of where we left it from there. It was basically, can the Switch run it, or can it store it on its cartridge? And that was kind of because the game's like 50-something gigabytes, isn't it, Evan? How big is it on your? Do you still have it on your PC, Evan?
No, I don't have that on my. But it was huge. The texture files on there were massive. It was close to 50 or 60.
Do you have it on? What do you have it on? Steam?
Yeah.
If you go to Steam right now and click install before you do it, tell me how big it is, like the game file size. I'm curious. But that's kind of it. Nate, you haven't heard anything else about it, I don't think, like from Twitter or anything, or I don't even think it popped up anywhere. Yeah.
The entire basis of the rumor was just the retail page.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I thought that's it. I don't even think anyone else talked about it.
The base game is about 35 gigs.
Oh, okay. See, you know what? They might be able to get it on a 32 gigabyte cartridge. Then.
If you consider most of that's going to be voiceover, which they could probably compress, and textures, which they would drastically reduce, maybe.
It would kind of come down to if Nintendo would be willing to work with them on the cartridge cost, I guess. Would it be worth it for CD Projekt Red to do that? Maybe.
I mean, they have a small chunk of their group working on Gwent to try to make that a thing, and Cyberpunk is still being, I guess, finished.
Cyberpunk is going to be playable at E3. I'm going to say that now. They asked if I wanted to come check it out, and I'm not going E3. So, Bob, I recommend you reach out to CD Projekt Red and see if you can play Cyberpunk.
I'll do it. They'll give another cool statue this year.
So, go play Cyberpunk and tell us how it is. All right.
Will do. As long as I can get Mario Maker first.
Yes. Yeah. Go. That's fine. Apparently, I think it's gonna be closed. I think it's gonna be closed door for Cyberpunk again this year. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, but you'll be able to actually play it. Last year, I believe the people went into a room and they just played it for them and they just watched it.
Yeah. They played basically like almost an on-rail section. Like this guy had a rehearsed thing, but the way they would prove that it was real is apparently they could say, "All right, tell me something to look at," and they'd look at it to prove that the guy was playing it. Which is weird.
I think Cyberpunk is going to be a 2020 game. I don't think it's coming out this year.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
Yes. We have another Discord question, Evan.
We have a couple that are kind of, I guess, joined together. I've been following lots of YouTuber channels for years, but it's only John who has never been sick and taking any breaks from his show. So what's the secret? Are you a robot?
Am I a robot? No.
No, he's taking one when he has the damn kid.
Yeah, that's true.
So when the robot creates a replicant, suddenly he needs a day off.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a lazy piece of shit.
I demand daily uploads.
Hey, I was like, can I film it from the hospital? And my wife said no. So there you go.
Dude, pop up green screen.
You just sit. You take a seat on the other bed in the room, and you're like, "Hey guys, so welcome to Spawn Wave. So today, welcome to News Wave. We got some new information on Final Fantasy."
I'll have Jordan be the host for Newswave for a few episodes.
Legit, I'll do it. I'll do it. You're gonna lose so many subscribers. It's gonna be great. They're like, I didn't sub to watch this guy.
That's why scheduled uploads are a beautiful thing.
I don't take any breaks. What the hell?
Wait, you can schedule news videos?
What the fuck? I've been taking a break since like 2012.
Well, here, OJ, the thing is, like, you're not really making content. You're just streaming now, OJ.
No, I make content too.
Well, you improved it because it's been 3 weeks and I still see no VR video.
Damn it! That doesn't mean I don't make anything though.
You're not making content to me until you make
the real
that
question
VR video.
Who's taking breaks?
Yeah, who takes breaks?
I don't know who the hell they're talking about. Who's taking breaks?
I take a day off. I try and take a day off each week. I usually
you're making a bad name for all of us.
Saturday off.
Man. You take days off,
dude. I'll be honest. I talked to a game developer in person recently. Somebody who's working on a big upcoming game that's releasing this year. And I was just talking to them about like having dinner off the record stuff. And they said YouTubers work harder or longer hours than game developers. That was what he said. He's like, a lot of game developers work and then they're like, all right, I'm going to go home. Like YouTubers live in their office. And I thought that was funny.
It's like my bed is like 10 feet that way and my toilet's 10 feet that way. I don't have to go very far to do anything.
Sounds like a
I'm always
jail
in
cell.
It's pretty great.
always-
Also,
I'm
no
always in the spam
closets.
room.
No cause.
Your closet's behind you.
No closets. Yeah, this is my clothes. It's just right here in a pile.
Let me.
The second part was how do you balance being a parent, spouse, and YouTuber?
You don't leave the house as often, I guess. I
Right.
don't know. Kind of hang out. It's actually easier now because you don't. I don't have to commute. An hour or so away. Be gone for all day, so it's not too bad. You go to the park and go to the zoo and spend time with them when you can, and then you schedule out. Basically, create a schedule and stick to it.
Uh-huh.
Very easy. Stick.
Yeah.
Make a schedule.
That's my thing too. Is I wake up, I try and work 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day, and then I try and put it down and spend time with my fiance and watch Netflix and stuff. And then when she goes to bed, I can come back in here, go back to work.
Sleep is very important as we all get older. I've noticed that. I think that content gets better, and you'll feel better about yourself and when you get sleep. That's the one thing that I changed. My schedule was like, hey, I'm not going to be staying up till freaking 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. editing or doing that crap anymore because I'm old. So there you go.
That's when it's really game time. That's when it's that's when you're super into it. Take it from someone with no girlfriend. All my real life friends moved when college happened, so it's these walls is all I see 24 hours every day.
Oh, see, you got the life then, man.
Are you sure you're not in a jail?
I mean,
Blink if you want us to break you out. All right, just wink at the camera and say E3 has surprises.
E3 has surprises.
It's good.
Oh
Swedish
man.
jails, dude. They be treating their prisoners like royalty over there. One of those Swedish prisons or something.
Let me go through some of the super chats. No message here. Just from message deleted is the name, I guess. I don't know. It says Alex. Caleb says, "Enjoy your content. Keep it up for all of you. Thank you." ATL, no message, $1. Thank you. Jubes says, "What third-party GameCube game do you want remade?"
Beautiful
Skies
Joe.
of Arcadia. Skies of Arcadia.
Rogue Squadron.
Tales of Symphonia.
Rogue Squadron's good.
Eternal Darkness. I think Eternal Darkness is aged
That
pretty
too.
bad now. I would love to see that come back.
I want
It's a first
I
party
want.
game, isn't it?
I want Twin Snakes, mostly because I want Metal Gear. I want Metal Gear Solid 1 to get remade in some way.
Yes.
And that would be, I guess, the easiest way, unless they have. He called over at Sony is working on it. That'd be nice. What is it, Blue Hole?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unless they're working on it. Yeah. Booster pack, no message, $1. Thank you. Kurt, $1, no message. And let me actually find where I left off here, where I had it. Sacon10 says, "What team are you choosing?" Hashtag Team Blue Lions.
He means Fire Emblem. 3 houses.
Or what team are you on, OJ?
I'm gonna be
So I think it's for you.
Black Eagles at first or Golden Deer first, and then I'm gonna do all 3. So
I've never heard of
Golden
these
Deer.
sports teams.
Oh, this Legends of the Hidden Temple is what it is.
Oh man.
Blue Lions,
Purple
Black
Parrots.
Eagles.
Dude, Purple Parrots.
Did you
Yes.
see that tweet where they did the Nick Arcade thing? Was it?
Yes,
and they showed
I
what
saw
it looked like, and I was like, no wonder those kids were so confused the whole time because it was just like one big blue screen behind them, and they're trying to figure out
and
what they
the
are.
people are telling him, hey, right over here, hey,
Yeah,
throw it
it's
over here.
Man, that's crazy.
Oh my gosh, I never even knew that, and I used to watch this show all the time. That was nuts.
Yeah,
That show sucks now. Now that I know how it's actually done,
I
it's
know.
horrible for the kids. That's not fun at all.
Nickelodeon Guts in general. That's what I figured. But games and sports, that whole channel was amazing.
It was amazing.
Dude, Guts. You know how bad I want a piece of the aggro crag.
Same.
Like once that Nick box that happens every few months comes with a piece of it, like a little small one, that's when I'll actually buy. Like I almost got it for that Cynthia doll, but I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with a Cynthia doll. If I got an aggro crag, that's like top tier, like on the shelf display.
That was the thing when you won, because I think I saw one on eBay for like $20 not so long ago.
$20, BS.
No, I can't be
Well,
20 bucks.
No way.
Probably just
That-
foam Corey
dude.
painted.
All these nostalgia people like me would pay thousands.
No, and I know this because Funhouse, the like gaming comedy
Yeah.
channel, they looked one up on their podcast. They were talking about the aggro crag, and they looked one up on eBay, and it was just like, oh, there it is. It was like some old production.
I want it authenticated. I need proof it was on the show.
That someone else won it for me.
That someone else won it for me, and I could pretend when I bring girls over, I'd be like, "Yeah, remember Guts? Look who won."
So Jordan, you fucked up. They already did a Nick box with a piece of the aggro crag.
You're shitting me. Where?
Back in 2016. There's a listing on eBay right now.
Now I need to buy it. Is it $20?
Yeah, maybe that's why it's $20.
It's 60 shipped.
All right, that's a deal.
You can get them for decent prices.
Okay,
this is official.
I have some aggro crag shopping to do.
There is replica aggro crag on eBay.
No, this is a revelation right now. Like, I've never wanted to invest so much money into something I don't need in my life.
If you could put it right next to that freaking headless top.
Yeah, you can get Ruckus talk to the aggro crag.
Yes.
If you put it in the background, you could write it off on your taxes. It'll be perfect.
Exactly, dude. Write-offs, man.
Oh wait. So back in 2015, there was a Brooklyn Cyclones game or something, and they had a Nickelodeon's 90s night where people got a piece of the aggro crag. So
why didn't I go?
You can get this for like $40 shipped.
Dude, okay, you know what I need to do? I need to go big, and this would be a banger YouTube video. I need to make a replica of the real life-size aggro crag in my backyard. Exactly. I need to make it.
You need like air rights for that?
Possibly, but what the government doesn't know or my town doesn't know doesn't hurt them. I'm doing that. If you guys want to invest in it, please donate to my Indiegogo.
Okay, Jordan, I mean this in the nicest way possible. You got to get outside more.
No, I don't need to have a rest of my... I'm fine editing all day and building an aggro crag at night, okay? I'm fine. It's going to glow in the dark. It's going to have mist. It's going to be beautiful.
When the mountain... When the mountain
we have a SpawnCast like aggro crag episode where we have to
you're all invited, and we're going to see who's the king of the SpawnCast. Or queen.
I might have to buy this aggro crag myself.
Dude, hey, can we be aggro crag buddies?
Yeah.
No. Oh my god.
Yes, dude.
I'm trying to find the cheapest listing.
Oh my god. Pillow said, "Will Jordan be wearing panties while building that?"
Is that going to be part of your game room, Sean? Is the aggro crag?
That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty.
Put it in like a glass case, dead center.
Dude, and you're gonna do the same thing. You bring girls over, like, yeah, I was on the show.
Yeah, season 9, episode 3.
Yeah,
I was the kid who was coughing.
Look who won a piece of the aggro crag. Me.
Yeah, and then you're gonna realize,
285.
Then you're gonna realize the girl's like 22. She's like, "What the hell's the aggro crag?"
Get out.
She's gonna be like, "How old are you?"
She's like, "I remember the Amanda show."
I thought you said you were 25. Get that.
You gotta think you're like having a stroke. You keep saying the word aggro crag.
What's
aggro crag? Yeah. Be gone, thought.
Let me go through. Austin says, "Do you think we get some more news on Pokemon Sword and Shield before E3?"
Yeah, the week before.
Yes. Yeah.
You think the week before? Okay.
That seems to be the Pokemon company's shtick.
Like you think right at the end of May?
We're gonna get a new. I feel like a new trailer and a little bit of information, and then during Treehouse, for anything Treehouse related during E3.
Oh yeah,
that's when we're gonna get all the details. But
yeah,
I do feel a new trailer coming on.
Bob, you'll probably be able to play that at E3 too.
Yeah, I'm hoping. That's why I'm going, because I can bang that out, bang out Mario Maker.
You can get some footage, right?
Maybe.
Footage? Yeah, nice.
They're weird about footage.
Yeah, that's true. They might smash your camera.
True. That too.
Yeah.
Might not even let me bring it in.
Yeah. Rex. Oh, what's up, Rex? Rex Great says, I'm starting a dating website for Nintendo fans. I'm gonna call it Nintendo. What do you think, Sean? Will you be the model for the ad?
Done. Let's do it.
I came up with a brilliant Tinder-like idea for people who love movies, and like want to talk movies and TV shows all day. It's called Lights, Camera, Action.
Oh, I thought you were gonna call it Ticket Box because you're all trying to get box. Okay.
And you can use that that Mr. Cheek song, Lights, Camera, Action.
Yeah, I just have to pay for the rights.
Nah, look, Mr. Cheeks, he ain't done nothing since like 2000. He's probably hurting for money.
Okay, let me
crack money on that. All right, I'm done.
Did you know there was a super aggro crag?
A super aggro crag.
Go on.
Let me get this link real quick.
We need to go through the super chats, so Bob doesn't have to be here all night. Matthew Campos asks, "What does the SpawnCast think of Sonic Generations?"
Great game.
Yeah, very good.
I thought that game was pretty good. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
Probably the best modern 3D Sonic game.
Yeah, I like the 2D more, and I'd say it's one of the best modern 2D games.
It was weird because that's where both Sonics kind of looked at each other, right, in the beginning, because there were two Sonics. Oh, that was a little odd at first, but yeah, it was better.
He just wanted to eat his chili dog.
Now they can add the movie one and two Sonics to look at and say, what the hell happened to us?
There's 3 Sonics now in canon.
If they make that game, I'm going to be pissed.
Derek asks, you guys think Blizzard would ever bring Overwatch to Switch?
Yes.
Yeah, they want to.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, they've talked about it, so I wouldn't be shocked if that showed up. I actually think that game could actually use that kind of a little extra boost from another system, just because.
Yeah,
why
take
not?
some attention away from Paladins.
Yes, yeah, would. Paladins is kind of just
Paladins
there.
has
The only
attention.
one. Yeah. On the Switch, it does. I mean, it's like that's like basically the Overwatch clone on the Switch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Otherwise. Bob, you want Overwatch to go to the Switch then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, there we go. Enzo says, do you think Nintendo will spend 20 minutes on one game at E3 2019, like during the Direct, I guess?
Animal Crossing.
No. Yeah, Animal Crossing, I think.
Or Luigi's Mansion. It's gonna be one of those
I don't think they will, only because the Treehouse will follow up, and the Treehouse is where they're going to spend like half an hour per game.
Yeah. I mean, they
tough.
did it with Smash last year, though.
But that's because it's Smash, and that's because Smash is a whole completely different type of thing. I think that's what people don't realize. And if you look at all their directs that they've done or E3s, they've never really done that. But Smash,
also,
they didn't have as many games, and Smash is
I
Smash.
think this year they have to focus on more than one because Animal Crossing doesn't really demo well. It's not something people want to watch. You want information, and then you want to move on. So
hey, you doubt it. That's going to be one of the top stream games.
No, it's going to be. I mean, I guess it's going to be a game you can put on like at night when you're ready to fall asleep and you're just relaxing. That's
you watch a guy fish. You listen to like someone with an awful voice like mine play Animal Crossing. Be like, I'm fishing in the lake, and you just pass out. And then you wake up in the morning and it's still going on. You're like, well, what the hell happened?
They could probably turn Animal Crossing. There's going to be so much Animal Crossing ASMR where it's just someone playing it really quietly.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to be the Bob Ross of Animal Crossing streaming.
So, someone sent me a Minecraft ASMR video as a joke, and they're like, "Ooh, I'm being murdered by skeletons." Oh shoot!
Do you?
The weirdest ASMR I've seen is two toads politely share a piece of chicken. I'm not kidding. I saw that video on Twitter and I found it's a real video, and I was like, "This is just someone eating a piece of chicken and you random toad sounds in the background."
Not
Mario
not Toad
toads.
from Mario.
No, Toad from Mario.
But he's so loud.
Jordan,
But you can't do that voice without being loud.
It's just like in the background, like, "Whoa."
I don't want to alarm you, Jordan.
How
but
much does Aggro cost?
There's someone on eBay selling full-size replicas of the piece of the Aggro Crag if they won. Like the big piece, like you would hold it.
So then why the hell haven't you linked me already?
It sounds like you dropped the ball on
Is
this
it from the Super Aggro Crag?
Yes.
Well, let me see.
I'll put it in the chat here.
Let me
to the Aggro Crag podcast.
Blue Camel guy says.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know why that link is so long.
Blue Camel guy says, "Good evening to the Spawnway cinematic universe. Love all your content. Also, never take the D." I think that's from last SpawnCast.
Never takes the D.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
I thought that was a joke last.
I thought it was run off from OJ's stream.
That's from my podcast.
Oh, it's from OJ's. Got it. Yeah. Gaming with Leppy says, "Loving this cast. Community coming together. #fam."
Look how bored this dude is in this Super Aggro Crag.
Dude, I know. That's what I was about to say.
know,
Look at
yeah,
him
look
all
at
dressed up in the gear
He's
and
got
everything.
all the gear though. That's awesome.
Brian,
Yeah, I got the Aggro Crag. Big whoop.
And nothing else.
Brian Rollins says, "Settle an argument. Would a Kirby Maker have more high quality community levels than Mario Maker?"
No.
Oh God, what?
No.
No, it's dumb.
Because Kirby's the near popularity in Mario, right? I mean, like,
I don't like Kirby though. I know.
No, I mean,
It'd be a harder
obviously
game
Mario-
to make good levels.
Mario is Mario.
What
I mean,
about a
come on.
Yoshi's Crafted World Maker? And you can take all the little bits of
It's-
Crafted World and make your own stuff.
You actually have to physically knit each part of the level.
Yeah.
Stop motion.
It's an AR game.
K19 says the DLC will be Super Mario Bros. 2, which is Doki Doki Panic in Japan. And he
Oh,
says,
really?
"What?" Stares at Wolf.
Wow.
That Dan guy says, I would like to see if I can mix themes in Mario Maker 2 so I can have the original Mario scenes with 3D World assets or vice versa.
You super can't.
Yeah, it sounds like it's just going to be 3D World like by itself, unfortunately.
R.I.P.
Riku Key 2 says the style is Game Boy style like Mario Land or Mario Bros. Lost Levels. That Famicom is an effect. They showed off different things in the Japanese Direct, so apparently that is like an effect that you can just add apparently. And then Ziljan65 says Sunshine is the best 3D Mario game, fact, and then fact again.
Wow, that's double fact.
You can block him. Oh, I can block him from this channel.
Not at that 30 frames per second with dips and not at that, man.
Nate's very, very upset right now. You can't tell by his picture, but he is.
It's not as bad as Nate says it is. Nate be making it seem as if it's like freaking Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, angry video game nerd and stuff, man. It's not that bad.
It's bad. It's bad.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
That's a good 2009 reference, by the way.
There ain't no sunshine to that game. It's cloudy at best.
Good one.
Sir,
Ain't no sunshine when it's gone.
We did it. Yes.
Sir C. Julia says, given that most of us are collectors across various gaming generations, what do you guys think of the Polymega? Keep up the great work, gang. And we talked about that a bit earlier, where I think we're interested in it, but we're I'm at least I need to see a bit more about it. I need to actually see it, and I'll believe it when I see it.
So. Need to open it up.
I need to open it up. Yes, I need to know what's in there.
If it's real, it's the best gaming invention of all time for retro gamers.
Yes, that is absolutely true. So it's exciting to see if it's actually going to be like worth it. So, Twist says, I heard he's bigger than Pro Jared. Sean Long.
Ooh,
Sean Long.
There you go.
Aggro Crag champion.
Let's be clear. Eventually, there will be dick pics of Sean floating around. Like, let's all prepare. Let's prepare ourselves now.
It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen.
I'm surprised I haven't pissed off a chick enough to where it hasn't happened yet.
Toshi says, I'm disappointed. It seems placing water or lava is still restricted to the whole level dedicated to it, instead of it being able to place water/lava as independent tiles.
Yeah, maybe there's like I saw this comment before. Maybe there's like an asset that's just water that you can place inside of something. Or, I mean, otherwise you could just make the water at a really low level and then build up and have you start really high.
Okay. Are they concerned that you'd have like water and lava like directly next to each other or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh no, what's going to happen?
Maybe they'll have to build something where like water has to fill a space. Maybe that might be a problem.
David Valdez with the big 25 saying, just giving my support for SpawnCast. Thank you, David. Appreciate that very much. We already did Ricky the Raccoon, so that was good. Miller says, hey, John and crew, have anyone played Danganronpa V3? Oh, Danganronpa in general. V3 is my personal favorite with its WTF ending. I never actually got into any Danganronpa games, but I know that there is a cult following for that, and people really like it.
I played them.
I beat them all. They all have what the fuck endings. I don't know what that guy's talking about. They're literally all crazy.
Yeah, I never got into them, but I could, I guess, check it out on the Vita. I know people told me it was good to play on there.
They're good. So they made a re-release of them recently on PS4. Get that version. I think there's still some errors a little bit on the Vita version. I prefer it on the PS4. It's called, I think, 1-2 Reload.
Okay. Very cool. And then Cameron says, any thoughts on Link's Awakening's art style? I guess the new one where it's like kind of that claymation art style.
I love it.
I like it because it's different and it's interesting. And I'm actually interested to just see how the rest of the game looks in that art style. So that's actually, I'm very interested in what it's going to look like. So I like it though.
It's kawaii AF.
Yeah. I like the way it looks. I'm okay with it. It's different. That's the biggest thing. I think if it was just, they just tried to make just like, I guess 3D models of it, it would have been kind of boring. I think this is actually interesting to see. So I'm on board with it definitely though. Andy Ackerman with the big 25 says Fringe/Clean Prince Gaming equals entertainment. Remind me never to compliment Fringe again, though.
Jesus Christ. Well, thank you for the kind words. I'll talk about that during the outros because I don't want to be like that. I'll talk about it during the outros.
The Mayor Meh says if the SpawnCast had a flex off, who'd be the victor? Well, from what I hear, Nate looks like Hans Gruber, right?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Definitely not me. I'm wimpy.
Well, maybe Nate then. There you go.
Nate,
See,
yeah.
we don't know what Nate looks like here though. That's the
From
problem.
the neck down.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's Wolf
He's
and
a
I's
young-
secret right here.
he's
Only
just
we know.
Only we know how buff he is.
Yeah, dude. He'll take your bitch and
He's
your
like
Switch.
he's like 8 feet tall too.
He'll take your bitch and your Switch.
There's a
It's
guy
happened.
called-
It's happened.
There's a guy called Buff Boy McBufferson that says he's like, I gotta keep on lifting weights. So he comes into my chat. He's like, gotta go, OJ, keep on lifting weights, but I'll beat you in a flex off. And then he leaves. So he would win, but he's not on the podcast.
There you go.
I think you're packing some guns. Some
Maybe.
secret guns. Maybe.
Maybe.
He goes, D's? And he does it real quick.
This the string gets taken down for weapons.
Yeah,
You never know, man. You never know. Only the people who've seen me in person know.
No, you posted a picture on Twitter. Stop it.
That's an
That's
old picture
true.
too.
That's
An older
true.
picture too.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm
I've
saying.
seen
Like,
you
so
bench
you've
it.
been,
That was an accident.
I've
been
seen you bench it, you
improving.
get up, you're like, whew.
I have been improving. That was like 120 hours ago in the gym.
you've been improving. So that's what it's all about.
So there you go.
John actually works out for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not like me and be like, all right, I'm going to do this and I'm out. I'm counting my time. John be like going all the way, man. So,
That is true. Go to failure.
yeah,
how
he
you
goes
grow.
to failure. Not me.
That's how you grow.
I'm like 10 reps, move on to the next workout. I'm telling you, I'm out. 1
I
hour
think-
and I'm out.
I think I'm getting there. I'm getting to the point where you just kind of. I'm getting to that
Cruise
point
through
where
it.
I'm just like, you know what, I'm good. I'll
Yeah,
just,
I'm
I'll
just
just do
trying to
that.
cut weight, so it doesn't matter.
I'll just-
So
I'll
for me,
just-
at least.
I'll just do it there. So I'm okay with that. IXMXM says Wolfden and RGT85 are 2 superpowers in YouTube.
Thank you.
All right.
Which one's Iron Man and which one's Captain America?
Well, which one has the aggro crag?
Shit.
Wanted to be me.
One of them's gonna be it's gonna be him.
Yeah, fun fact, Aggro Crag is actually made of vibranium.
I'm making this guy's picture my picture next week. Who's holding that?
Radberry Gaming says, "Hey Bob, how excited are you for Mario Maker 2 after seeing everything in the direct?"
I think I'm just gonna pass.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep playing the first one. I'm
you're
good.
just gonna show up at the Nintendo E3 booth, and they're just gonna have a bunch of Mario Maker 2 going on.
You'd be like, can I play it on my Wii U? And they're like, no, then what's the good in it?
I'm out of here. Fly right back home.
That's like, who's your main, OJ, question that I get every single time that I stream. Who's your main in Smash Brothers, OJ?
Pichu.
who's your man? I just say Goku every time from now on. That's what I say every time. It's Goku.
That's a good answer.
Skullcat with $1 message. Thank you. And then underscore says, "Hi, I just wanted to say I love Bob."
Oh, hello, underscore.
That's underscore. And then Gravity the Ghost says my birthday, so I'll share my good vibes with you all. Happy birthday, Gravity the Ghost.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
That's super nice.
Happy
And-
birthday, dude.
Andro Orto, no message. Thank you though. IXMXM again. Kingdom Hearts remaster on Switch, maybe, please. I think you could see the first 2, 1 and 2, come over as remasters. I don't think that'd
Yeah, there's
too
been
difficult for me.
discussions.
Yeah, and again, the Switch's place in Japan right now, obviously a lot of these companies are looking at it as a way to pretty much fund an entire project on its own at this point.
There's gonna be surprises at E3, so maybe Netflix even finally. Who
There you go.
No, let's not get too crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. We thought it was impossible with Hulu. Psh, we did that.
I'd
So
also say
We
people
did.
look out for Tokyo.
We
Tokyo Game Show too could bring some.
Oh,
some interesting
yeah.
stuff.
oh, there's gonna be some surprises there.
Remy said, "I pre-ordered Polymega and happy to send it to you to review once it releases. Got the bundle with all the modules. You can hold on to it, Remy. I might actually just buy it if they don't want to send it out, but I don't know if I'll get it right away because I bet you they're gonna have a limited amount for pre-order anyway. But you should check it out and see what you think.
He's got a
on
lot
it.
of confidence in you, letting you rip it in half.
I know. See, I never said I would send it back to Polymega working. I just said I just said it
Send
would
it
be
back.
back together, right?
Yeah.
Either way, I'll get it. I know Modern Vintage Gamer did pre-order it though, so he will give that thing a good look over there for how it works and everything. So either way, somebody's gonna be checking that thing out. So Eric says loving the Castlevania collection on the Switch. Cool. Oh, and then Jeff with the big 1999. No message though, but thank you, Jeff. If you had a message and you didn't type it in, you can drop it in the chat. But I think that's everything. Evan, do we have any Discord questions left? Are we good?
No, we're covered over there.
We're covered. Okay. So I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight with the panel here. Everyone's channels are down in the description, so make sure you guys check them out. I'm going to start from my left to right here. Thanks, Bob, for joining us. Where can they find you, man?
YouTube.com/Wolfden, WULFFDEN. Also, Twitch.tv/Wolfden, because I'm probably going to be streaming a lot of a specific game.
Yes, very nice. Ark on the Switch. Very cool. And then you guys also have a podcast you do on the week, right?
Yes, every Wednesday on YouTube, just like this.
There you go.
It's just me and my brother.
Yeah, you guys want some more podcasts to check out? Make sure you check out
Thanks,
Bob Wolfden, absolutely. And we'll be seeing you at Too Many Games, right?
Yes, we'll be hanging out.
Sounds like we'll both be missing that Switch panel. That sounds like it would actually make sense for us. Maybe I'll sneak on to some other panels or something. I don't know.
Sneak on to mine. Who cares?
Okay, I'll sneak on to your. When's your?
Do you not have a panel?
No.
And you're on my panel. Let's do it.
I just show up. So I'm gonna go crash everyone's panel.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go walk into Scott's panel and just see what's going on there. And yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Yeah, but I'll cut. What do you guys do on your panel?
It's Friday at 7. Too Many Games.
What are you guys doing though? What's the panel?
Oh, what are we doing?
Yes.
No.
See?
Oh wait, that's not Friday at 7. It's Friday at 4. I think.
That sounds like my kind of panel then. All right. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, fucking having ideas.
Yeah. Sean, you need to get up there on. You need to get up there on Friday, Sean.
So Friday's the day I need to come now?
You need to come Friday into Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, you just need to come by.
Saturday night.
We'll just do it 2 days. I'm leaving Saturday because I'm going to come home. Because I'll have like a 3-week-old at that point or 4-week-old or something. So I'll come home. But yeah, I'm going to be there Friday to Saturday. So
bring the family.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, you should come out though. I have like a suite at the Marriott, so you could technically stay in that if you want.
All right. I'll let you know.
He's inviting everybody.
Yeah, I don't care. I got the suite just in case everyone wanted to like just play games and stuff up there instead of like the after party thing they do. Although Sean karaoke's like crazy there. So if you want to see Sean scream his lungs out, apparently go there and you can listen to him.
Oh yeah, they did karaoke.
I'm gonna do I'm a Barbie Girl this year.
Max, where can they find you, man?
YouTube.com/Dreamcast guy. This next week, I'm trying to do a very big video about Resident Evil on Switch because I'm a big Resident Evil lover. And also, of course, gearing up for E3. I might do one more predictions video. And tomorrow, I'm definitely going to be talking about all this Call of Duty stuff. But yeah, thanks.
Cool. Very good. And then Evan, Twitter.
Yeah, you can just follow me on Twitter, Kimmerix Project. I'll tweet whenever I'm streaming or if videos are coming up or anything that's happening.
Yes, and Evan's gonna have some cool stuff at Too Many Games to sell as well. The SpawnCast shirts and then some pins apparently too. So
Pin stickers. Right I got that shirt slightly adjusted. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
This shirt kind of like this shirt.
Very nice. Very nice. Jordan, what about you, man?
Well, I would just say my channel, but referring back to Andy's comment. Clean Prince Gaming, yes, the Murdered Of guy. Him and I created a channel together where we take a look at the good in video games, whether it's a bad, controversial game or a good game reviewed well. So, like games like Anthem and Fallout, like we would go in and find the good in games. So, our first video is up on the channel now. It's Days Gone. So please check it out. Him and I are both going to be making videos on there. So, of course, the video that's on there now is him. I'll have one later this week. If anything, if I ask you guys to check out the video, I appreciate it.
Okay, very cool. And then Nate, what about you, man?
You can find me on Twitter at DirectFeedGames. You can find a link to my YouTube channel there. I actually have a Switch comparison video coming out on Tuesday morning, I think. I don't remember when the embargo for the game was. Monday or Tuesday.
Okay, very cool. Very cool. And then OJ?
Yeah, you can find me right here on YouTube, Player Essence, and on Twitter at Player Essence. I'm going to be doing a Labo video at some point. But no, there's actually a lot of Fire Emblem. I cover Fire Emblem. I cover like Xenoblade, Super Smash Brothers. I do a lot of streaming as well. I pretty much stream like 6 hours at least, 5 to 6 hours a day in addition to edited content. So if you're into streaming and if you're into Nintendo RPGs and all sorts of stuff like that, Fire Emblem, Xenoblade, Smash, all that, Mario Kart, we do all that stuff there. So yeah, check it out.
All right, very good. Very good. Then Sean, what about you, man?
Find me here on the interwebs on RGT85. I'll say hi in the chat. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing, actually I have to film it now, a video about the arcade portion of my room, sort of why I decided to do it, how I set it up, funny stories, design ideas. It's not as expensive as many people think it was, so I kind of just want to talk about it and show it off.
That'll be cool, man. That'll be cool to see that arcade there. But yep, that was that's SpawnCast. Evan, you said episode 111.
111.
111. Thanks to everyone who joined us. Thanks, Bob, for stopping by, of course. Thank you
for having me.
And I believe Rax had a recommendation for a raid that he dropped in the chat. So make sure you go by and say hi and spawn raid and everything. And we'll see you guys next Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you guys then.